Hi guys. I know you might probably haven't all come across yet from the other stream yet, but welcome to the stream. This is the ongoing stream in support of lovely Angie, who unfortunately has lost her house in a tornado. That sounds so Wizard of Ozian, but this is a dreadful thing that's happened for Angie. So if you are in any way capable of sending her a few dollars to help her out, there's a PayPal link scrolling across the bottom of the screen, and help her out if you can, but don't cut yourself short to do that. It's very important that you look after yourselves first, especially in the current climate. Make sure you are number one in this, and not Angie, but look out and support her. Jay, I sent there's a link in Angie's Mellow Mates, but if you're not in there, I'll send you a link if you're not at work. Are we? Though, having said that, I'm pretty sure you are at work, so I'm probably wasting my time. Yes, I'll repeat that for you because you missed that. Angie's house was caught up in the middle of a tornado. It tore up a tree, smashed her house to pieces. No one is injured. The whole family, all 5 of them, are perfectly safe. All the pets are safe, including the fish, amazingly, which I only just found out about. But yeah, yeah, it feels like the Commodore 64 is running this. But yeah, this is just in support for Angie. And as I've already said, if you don't have the spare cash, do not send money. Help in other ways. Retweet the streams. Point other people in the direction of the fundraiser. Explain to people what's happened. That's just as much support as digging in deep in your own pockets, because not everyone's going to have the financial wherewithal to be able to donate, and we all get that. We all know what environment we live in at the moment. So if you can help. If you can't, that's perfectly fine too. So yeah. So I appear to be on my own. Isn't that lovely? I have sent the links out. I'll shove the link in Perp's channel as well if anybody wants to hop in. But basically we're going to shoot the shit, and if I saw Kate there, if you're available, Kate, I'd love to have you in. Always happy to talk to you. But yeah, basically, Kate, we're here to support Angie because her house got flattened by a tree during a tornado. As I've said, nobody injured, but the house is a complete write-off. She does have insurance, but they're liable to claim this is an act of God. Isn't that amazing that people can still do that? And her excesses on this are going to be absolutely ridiculous. Hi, Kate. How are you?
Well, I'm a bit grumpy, and also I didn't know the stream was happening. So if you don't mind a little crunching, I'm also eating.
That's perfectly fine. Look, I only offered to do this stream like in the last half an hour because they didn't have anyone to take over to sort of keep the ball rolling for Angie. So, and as I'm in Aussie land and awake, I offered. So.
Now, so, I hate to say it because I feel like a bit of an asshole, but who's Angie?
Angie Dell. She's a YouTuber like us. She's been a part of the community for a while now. She's not in Perp's group, I don't think, though. So you may not have come across her, but I've known Angie for quite a while now, and I consider her a good friend. She yeah, I mean, it's dreadful, really. You wake up and all of a sudden there's a tornado in your area, and it rips up a tree, and it smacks right across the top of your house, absolutely devastating the entire house.
I have no idea. Where was this tornado? What state?
In Texas.
Egad. Okay.
Yeah. So Yeah, so they no one's injured. There are 5 people in the family, and including 2 minors, 2 children. I know there's a joke there.
I made it in my head. I wasn't going to say it.
Hey, Junk Shop. Yeah, so so yeah, but they've survived. All the pets are okay, even though one of the cats went missing for a while. The fish survived. You have all that damage all around it, and the fish tank was intact.
It's obviously a sign from Jesus.
Oh yeah, which is exactly what the insurance company is going to say, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a sign from Jesus, so it's an act of God, so therefore you don't get any money.
Well,
we know how these people work.
I'm curious.
They're going to say
why do people call God Yahweh or Jehovah when it's clear that his name is Harold?
I thought his name was Asshole, but hey.
No. They always say, "Our Father who art in heaven, Harold be thy name."
Yeah, Harold. I give you that one.
Because Jesus saved Christ. Yeah. Jesus,
Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
There you go. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
It does. All right. Well, we'll have to call him Harold from now on.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Mm-hmm. So this is, they'll claim this is an act of Harold, and yeah, I mean. Jay's like, praise be to Poseidon.
So I'm guessing these folks want to say something.
Yeah. Hey, Bionic Dance, Kate, you're fucking amazing.
Shucks.
I love you. Gonna fangirl a little bit. But also, there's some weird sound thing going on. We're hearing you guys looped.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe if I move my microphone a smidge. I don't think it's
I mean, I'm not hearing it, so it could be me, maybe. Although I have got headphones on, so I'm on headphones, so.
Well, tell you what, talk for a second. I'll turn off my microphone. We'll see if it's me.
Who's quiet, Purple? Is it me or is it? I don't know. I can pull my volume. My volume is up, so it could just be I was too far from my mic or something. Is that any better to the people in the chat?
Because if not,
are we sounding better?
I guess it might.
If not, we could be looking at actual issues with StreamYards, maybe, which would suck. Okay, apparently it sounds okay there. Paul just said so.
This is a test for our benefit. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, we got that.
You are a little bit quiet. And is that a phone microphone, like a headset headphones microphone that you're using?
What, me?
No, them.
Them. Oh yes, it is. They're using the one on the thing because they're sharing a headset.
Yeah. Well, it's headphones with a built-in. It's headphones with a built-in mic.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is I just timed it. There is a 10-second delay between when we say something and when we hear it again through the headset.
Okay.
So I just now heard myself say the phrase headphones with a built-in mic.
Well, that's weird because I'm not getting any echo and you're not, are you, Kate? So.
No, not at all. I guess my question has to be, are you listening, like the bit that you're hearing in your headset, is that from StreamYard or is that from YouTube?
Oh, yeah, because you'll be getting both sets of audio, StreamYard and YouTube. If you haven't muted the stream, you'll be hearing the stream as well. Yeah, I think they might have frozen.
Yeah. So, how long has this stream been on? Yeah, like I think I just caught it.
I only just started. We've been going for 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, there's a live thingy up there. I just noticed. I keep forgetting that's there.
Well, it isn't normally when I stream, but because this was a last minute thing, I've just done it. I've just done it as a stream in StreamYard. So, there's nothing.
Well, it's
nothing major in that. So
it's 11:35 here on the west coast of the United States, and I should probably be going to bed, but I'm so damned full of energy that I can't do it.
Well, you're welcome to hang around for a bit, Kate. I'm going to hang around for a couple of hours probably to give a chance for some people to wake up elsewhere and stuff like that and take over, because we want to keep this going for a little bit, try and get a bit of cash in the bank for Angie. So
yeah.
Although, I mean, it has done amazingly well, because Angie first let everybody know about 6 hours ago. Is that right? It was about 6 hours ago. Yeah, we're speaking. Yeah, we let Angie know. Angie let us know. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you sound fine. It's just obviously lagged.
Okay. Please continue.
Yeah, okay. So we've been relaying for 6 hours. Yes, I was right. And in that time frame, we've managed to raise about $1,700 now, I think.
Wow.
So that's a good thing. So people have been very generous considering the time we're in at the moment. But I mean,
Yes.
this isn't just like your little things like when Notch was trying to raise money to buy a computer, or even when Doc needed a car. I mean, those things were not life critical sort of things. Losing your house is kind of life critical.
Just
to an extent.
Is there a goal like we are trying to reach this much?
Not at the moment, Kate. Honestly, we were just trying to react as quickly as possible. So,
fair enough.
Frankly, I was like, hey, I'll shave an undercut on my hair if we get to $500. And we did that so fast that happened earlier in the evening on a different stream, and it's just been growing since then. So
you guys have stopped lagging.
Oh yay, good. So basically basically we found out about 8 minutes after it hit that this had happened, and we were just like, okay, well, let's do what we can, and that's what we've been trying to do is just put money and thank you so much for saying that. It is hard times now for everybody. Thank you.
It is.
It is. But if you have any extra that you can throw Angie's way, that would be fantastic. And honestly, in less than 6 hours, we've raised almost $2,000 US. So that's pretty amazing.
I am constantly amazed at this community. Like helping Purple Shift House. Not sure with his computer. Rachel Oates. Doc's car, all the other times that we've fundraised for people to specifically help out people in need. Ansgar with his car.
Seth Andrews when his dog passed away and he wanted to do the Henry Memorial Band. Like, we gave him that. I mean, this is an incredibly generous community.
Okay, well, you know what?
Fundraiser for
I didn't even know her, but I just sent 100 smackers.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, you are lovely.
Well, I mean, I've got more than I can use right now in the bank, so I figured, what the hell?
And by the way, Kate, I not only envy, but understand your Starfighter tattoo. So you know.
Okay, cool.
I get it, and I love it, and it's amazing.
So yeah, I mean, my point is, if we can't support each other a little bit when we can afford to support it, then it reflects badly on us as a community if we can't at least help people when they need it within the community.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think that, I mean, I've never asked for the help within the community. I mean, not in financial terms anyway, but I've never asked for it. But I'd like to think if I got in the position where I had to, that people would help me like they've helped others. So for that reason, I will always help if I can.
Well, darn it, I desperately need a DeLorean. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
With a flux capacitor?
So, yeah. I'm not sure what I could possibly need that I would ask the community for, but I'll I feel like I could count on folks now if I ever desperately needed something. Like actually needed it rather than, hey, here's a frivolous thing I've always wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like it never ceases to amaze me how nice this community is. You're lagging and thinking again. Sorry, guys.
I mean, I could point out some ways this community isn't great, but screw it. This is not the show for that.
No. I agree. Well, I mean, I totally agree with you on that too. There are times within the community where we're all human. There will be fights, there will be disagreements, there will be people getting bitchy with each other, and it's going to happen to all of us, and it's going to happen to any of us at any particular time, but because shit happens and we're all human. There are also going to be elements of the community who are just assholes. And that's the same in any community.
But I don't know. A lot of people think I'm an asshole, but what I've like a couple of people have told me this is that they've never seen me be mean to someone out of the blue. That they've only ever seen me lose it on someone if they've been treating me badly. If I ever like overreact to something, take it as criticism of your own behavior, please.
I love the fact that the black. Well, it's not black anyway. It's brown, dark brown. The dark brown curtain behind me makes it look like my headphones only have one side on them. This whole side is sort of missing.
It really does.
It does. It's freaking me out a little bit.
And I feel weird. I feel weird calling you Kate but I feel like I know you because I've watched so much of your streams, and I know it's weird because we don't know each other. Hi, I'm Julie. Nice to meet you.
Well, I mean, the
so
thing
just
is,
let me know.
I mean, I tell people, call me Kate, call me Bionic Dance, BD, Bionic, whatever it is. I don't care. Call me Kate.
Thank you.
Call her a cab if she's drunk.
No,
right.
I'm drunk. You can call me a cab.
I could totally get drunk right now, but I kind of don't wanna.
No, that's okay.
I've been staring at this bottle of Captain Morgan sitting on my shelf for like more than a year now, and I just keep thinking, nah, I don't know.
You have a kind of self-restraint that I do not have.
So would I recognize your username more than your first name? Like if you've ever commented on one of my videos?
I don't know. I honestly don't. Oh wow, sorry. There was a big thunder strike outside, and I suddenly got a little.
Well, don't get your house hit by thunder.
No, I'm Julie LaVoice, and I have a YouTube channel called Wine and Reason, and I mainly talk about feminist issues and. I'm pansexual, and I'm married to a lovely man who's sitting right here next to me. His handle is Junk Shop Library. That's about it, really. I'm 42 years old, and I only realized that I didn't believe in any gods or goddesses literally like 2 years ago. Like it was right after I turned 40, I had kind of a 2-day existential crisis, and then was like, "Yeah, that's all bullshit." Okay, and yeah, that's the short version. So I discovered you and Jen and atheist YouTube in general, and just have been very like you've helped me a lot, and I really appreciate it.
Well, that makes it all worth it. Honestly, I mean. Just knowing that you've had a positive effect on someone's life makes it like it helps you realize that you're not being useless.
You're not at all. And you and Lavender Lady are amazing. And just, yeah.
Diana is awesome. She's one of my favorite people. And yeah.
So kind. I'm sorry, Jen. I cut you off.
Oh, no, that's fine. I was actually going to say, I know you're on my channel now, but I'm not really counting this as being on my channel. This is kind of part of the stream for Angie, so it's separate from that. But I really should have you on my channel sometime, and we should actually have a discussion about modern feminism.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to. But it really disturbs me, and Kate, I would love to have feedback on this about how that term has been muddied with TERFs and all of that nonsense, which I hate. It makes me so angry.
Well, that sounds like a good stream for the three of us to do as a controlled topic, doesn't it?
Could be, yeah. I mean, I've definitely got feelings about the muddying of that term.
Yeah.
I don't
Same.
give a fuck what's in your pants.
And the people who will claim that term, the people who will claim that term feminism to make political points that are outside of feminism.
So,
well,
they'll go, "I'm a feminist, and this is what feminists believe," but it's not.
Yeah,
it's not. You're just full of shit.
Yeah.
And there are certainly some folks out there where it's like I may even agree with them ideologically, but their behavior, the way they try to promote, just makes me go, yeah, I'm not sure I want to be on your team.
Again, I knew I was a feminist decades before I knew I was an atheist.
Yeah.
Well, I actually refused to use the term feminism for a while. I just called myself an egalitarian because I was like, some of those people who are attaching themselves to the name feminist just are like, fuck off. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely have very strong feelings on the whole my body, my choice thing, because, it is. Your body, your damn choice.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is very conservative. A feminist. So sucks. But
so this is going to be an awesome stream, but I don't know if talking about feminism now is the right thing to do.
Would be wrong. Oh fuck! I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. We should talk about this later. Sorry.
We should talk about this later. But yes, it sounds like a stream that is so worth doing. Whether it's my channel, your channel, or even Kate's channel, I'm down with any of those, any of the above.
I've only just started doing live streams, and I don't really have the technical part down yet because StreamYard is great, but because they have that whole like monthly limit thing on how much you can do, and then you have to pay for it. I know that a lot of people will not go live and then use OBS to capture the screen. But when I use OBS, everything works fine for video, but for some reason, when it picks up my microphone, it makes me sound like a robot. And I've got to figure that out before I start doing this.
I keep saying I'm going to spend some time with you and sort that out, and I haven't. So sorry, Kate.
No worries.
Like the other thing with the piece of software that I keep talking about, and I haven't even turned that computer on since I last said that to you.
Oh.
You know what I love?
It's not on this computer; it's on the my gaming rig, and I haven't gamed. So.
Wow.
So I really need to do something about that.
I don't think I've gone more than 5 hours without gaming when I've been awake.
Oh,
wow. Especially since we're in the middle of a quarantine, I can't leave.
I've been coding for the last 3 weeks, so there's that. So because I've been coding, it's sort of been my spare time thing has been coding. So, yeah. If I wasn't doing this now, I'd be coding, so...
Gotcha.
Thank you so much, Jen. Hey, Kate, what is your state saying right now? Because we live in Tennessee, we live in Memphis, and our governor, who is an asshole, is
Hey, Scammer.
Governor Lee is reopening everything on the 1st, and we're gonna do a stream on this tomorrow. Junk Shop and I are, and it's just so disturbing. And the mayor is like, no, I'll extend it until May 5th, which is 4 more days. Yeah, it's insane, and more people are gonna die. And right now, my county in Tennessee has the highest number of infections and the highest number of deaths.
Well,
thus far.
I'm in California, Southern California. So here it's a bit more sane.
Good.
Plus,
Thank
a
you.
friend of mine, maybe shouldn't have, but like he works in a meatpacking plant, and one of the things that they use there,
No. Hey. Sorry.
N95 masks. And
Oh my
so
God,
I
yeah,
have a
they're
whole bunch. Well, I say a whole bunch. I have 2 N95 masks now. So that'll help with the whole going out thing.
No, that's
Thank you.
nice.
Yeah,
How on earth did you
well,
manage to get
yeah.
them?
Like I said, a
I,
friend of mine works in a meatpacking plant, and they have to use them there. So he swiped 2 and sent them to me.
Yeah.
How you doing, Maro?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Angie, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's not in chat. She's gone to sleep.
Yeah,
So-
sorry. I just didn't
Well, names.
recognize who the. Sorry. Hi, Julie.
Mero, I gotta.
Yeah, Julie's having internet issues.
Yeah.
I can see. Hello.
And,
how are you both?
Sorry, I'm not on camera. I'm at the moment
Oh,
suffering a
it's Kate.
severe appearance deficit.
Hey,
So
yeah.
Oh, it's Kate. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. I just came straight
I'm
into
way
the.
too excited to see you. I'm way too excited to be on the stream with you.
Oh, Julie,
Kate, I'm
you
so
know
sorry.
I love you so much.
Oh,
you
no,
off.
we were just talking, Maro, about doing a
Yeah.
stream where we're talking about
We're
modern
having
feminism.
There's
Oh, yeah, interested
a
in that,
storm
Maro.
right now. It's not a storm like Angie had, but it's,
I hope it's not a storm like Angie had.
Yeah, let's all hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I have to admit, one thing I really miss about living on the East Coast, because I was raised in Vermont, is thunder and lightning. We had some amazing light shows when I was a kid. And here on the West Coast, it's like, oh, hey, I was awake for the annual thunderclap.
no, thank you. And look, if we're slowing y'all down, we can dip out.
It's fine. You can hang. It's just there's going to be a lags in intermittently, and we're sorry if it makes the conversation awkward. So, or if we all talk over you, we apologize.
Julie, are you getting
this is-
storms right now?
Like Angie had.
You're gonna have to wait 10
we're fine.
seconds.
For what?
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I can't deal with this degree of lag. It is out.
I understand.
Fair
Sorry,
enough.
it's okay.
Thank y'all so much. Have
All
a
right,
great
no worries. We'll
Yeah.
catch you guys later.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Bye.
catch like a plague. Have fun.
No, I'm gonna stay. Oh, don't kick me out. I'm gonna stay.
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna say? Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I'm
I
staying.
wasn't kicking anybody.
I've got my favorite. I've got my favorite Kate, and I've got my favorite 2 Australian women in this moment. I'm not going the fuck anywhere.
I ain't about to have a
He
toddler
can fuck off
scammer.
if he wants. I'm not leaving.
Jeff.
Hiya,
Hey,
Jen.
Jeff.
Hey,
Hey.
Miro.
hey,
Hi,
Hey.
Julie.
Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah, not too bad. I haven't been up long, sir.
What time is
Hey,
it where
you've
you
got
are?
less lag now, Julie. It must have been Junk Shop's fault.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was your fault.
Oh.
The lag is less now. Aw.
It's just
I
coming
love
up to.
you. He looks very sad. It's the epitome of chagrin on his face. So he's like, oh fuck it. I love women. What the hell? What is happening? Okay, so for Angie, yeah, she lost her house. Just to catch everybody up. Bad storm, tornado, lost her house.
Oh, shit.
And so did everyone on her fucking street. You know what her husband did? He's a dentist, which y'all know is not like a proper MD, but he's a dentist, knows more about first aid than most of us, maybe, except for Mara. And he went around and checked on all their neighbors and made sure they
Aw.
were all okay.
That's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Nice.
Right?
Generous.
Yes. So now they're all sheltered for the night. They're all okay. But we're raising money to help them, get back on their feet a bit until they're, got goodness. I don't know what their insurance situation is, but even if they have proper homeowners insurance, it could be forever. Not forever. It could be 6 months to a year. So just saying.
Well,
hey.
it's funny you mention like dentists and first aid and all that, because there's something I've often wondered about. Because you know how, like, your more generic medical doctor has to go through the whole thing where they, like in medical school, they're like dissecting corpses and stuff. And I have to wonder if dentists skip that or if they do all of that too.
I don't know. I have no idea.
We need a dentist to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to ask Angie's husband, but he's asleep right
We
now.
do.
He needs to be. Because it's almost 2 a.m. here. So, and they're in East Texas, which is, I think might be an hour ahead of us. Anyway, it's way the fuck late where they are.
Yeah.
But
Well,
so I did.
By the way, Maro, hashtag Team Tiger.
No, hashtag Team Thylacine.
I wasn't gonna bring this up. I wasn't
Okay.
What are we talking about here?
Nero, this was on another
We're having a
stream I was on. Damn it, I'm lagging.
There's a
fuck,
friendly
I'm
discussion going on about what Mero should name a new
Sorry.
pet snake. So
Oh. I got you. It's
Express my-
Zagnar the Destroyer. You should name your snake Zagnar the Destroyer.
Actually, I like that. That's cool.
Well,
I might
dedicated to cats, and a lot of times people say, "Here's my new kitten. What should I name it?" And I always
Okay,
suggest
so-
Zagnar the Destroyer, and no one's
Mero,
taken it so far. When someone names their cat Zagnar the Destroyer, I can shut up about it.
Well, if it's a snake that's named Zagnar, would you be happy?
Yeah, I guess so. But it's got to be Zagnar the Destroyer. You leave off the Destroyer, and it's not good enough.
Yeah, but
That's
you could
really good.
call it Zagnar the Destroyer, but
That's
just
really
say
good.
Zagnar for short.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say pumpkin.
Pumpkin works.
I
Someone
like
said-
Panther, actually, when you said Panther.
Panther's cool, but someone suggested Thyla. So it's like
Ooh.
it sounds like tiger, but it also has thylacine. So it's
Thylacine?
like it's a
Compromise.
compromise.
Compromise. I like that. That's a good
And
compromise.
I like Thyla as well. Yeah.
So
Oh,
Oh,
let's
so,
see what-
so is it over? Is the argument over? Is it Thyla?
No, we haven't had that. We're just gonna be like fighting. Like it's gonna be like the next cheesecake
The
scandal.
cheesecake.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
As long
a
as you
little
don't eat
worried
snake.
about naming someone Pumpkin because, I mean, I've never pumped my kin. And
Oh hey.
Yeah, please don't pump your kin. Like that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway, you'll end up
You
with
obviously
enough
live in-
big members getting horny towards
Fuck, I'm
you if you.
lagging so badly. You're not gonna hear this for 10 minutes. I'm at.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it turns out, like, I went to, most of you probably know this anyway, but I went to the vet today and I found
I
out
feel
he
bad because I
probed
totally
Lucius.
suggested that Mero name the new. No, shame.
I ended up going to the vet today and the vet probed Lucius. And now Lucius is now known
yeah,
as
we heard
Lilith.
oh, so
Oh,
Lucius
yeah.
is Joe.
Lucius is actually
No.
a female, not a male. So I've been misgendering her for the past year, and I feel awful.
No,
So
you've
it's
been
Lilith.
Well, you know
sexing
you
her.
haven't
There's
been
a difference.
misgendering.
Yeah, you've
Well,
been
Yeah, you
sexing,
didn't know
not
what its
sex.
gender was. I mean, that's a bit
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
no,
You
I
can't
mean,
expect
like you may
us
have
to-
been missexing this snake, but misgendering, you never know.
What Kate said.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
true.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, that's true.
Lucius / Lilith feels. We don't know.
Yeah. So but now it's sort of like I kind of feel like I'm really conflicted. I mean, I'm glad I've got Lilith,
Don't do this.
but at the same time, I'm kind of like,
Oh no!
but it's Lucius, but it's no longer Lucius. Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, they
So I
Lilith.
was
No, I
listening
get
to
it.
what Doorknob had said, and I'm like, ew.
What was that?
The Doorknob's
Ew.
had a, how do you sex a snake? Rub it and see if it stiffens up?
That one.
Oh God!
That's
No,
just
don't
not
put that on the
right.
thing. No, just behave yourself, man.
Um,
Behave yourself. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
but
Oh,
but that
Tony.
said-
I know it's what they do, but still.
I don't know. Probe the Cloaca is the name of my new band.
There you go. That's a good punk band name. I like it.
Yeah, so the vet said that she's actually very healthy. She's a little bit under exercised, so I have to take her out and get her to go and wander around a bit more often. But
You'll
other
have to
than
get
that,
a lead and a collar.
Oh, so many questions.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, so many questions, Mero. How does one exercise a snake? Like,
you
are
just take it
gonna-
out of the tank and just let
Outside?
it prime around. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, outside your home, your apartment, or outside,
Outside the
the
tank.
Outside the tank.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That makes much more sense because I'm like, don't let it go outside; it'll just go away.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
no snake anymore. Okay, cool. Sorry.
Don't
I
unhead.
know how
We
you
do not
feel.
need to know what your hobbies are.
No, I know how deeply you care for your snakes, so I don't want you to lose them.
Yeah, no, I'd be like devastated if I lost Lilith.
Oh man,
I'd be
my
like,
high school
oh,
girlfriend
right.
had a ball
So,
python that liked to
are you
hang around
gonna
my
deliver-
neck, and she'd hook her little head around the tail, and
Aw.
that's like the coolest shit at high school parties, right? If you're wandering around with a fucking snake around your neck.
So you're
Yeah.
deliberately going to go
Like,
for a non-gendered name
you
for
are
the new one,
absolutely
Mira?
right to feed your snakes frozen food.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll answer Jen's first. If we stick with Thyla, that could be like Tyler, or that won't be too hard. Like,
Yeah.
because I am really thinking about Thyla being it because it's also a pretty name. But the vet said she's probing female, which means that there's a possibility that she could be male, but we just need to wait a little bit older for her to grow up because she's just a tiny little thing. But it said that she's probing female. I think she's female, but not that means anything. And
Because you thought Lucius was male, and so did the vet.
yeah, the vet thought she was male.
Well, is
You're
there
still
any
doing it,
reason,
mate.
or is it even possible to have a snake spayed or neutered? I mean, do you have to, or
well, one, it's good for just so you know, for curiosity's sake. But with females, when they approach breeding age, they can have like issues when it comes to like eggs and stuff like that, even if they're not fertile. In September, if a female starts to get a bit chunky around the cloaca area, then there could be issues with that. So there are some husbandry things that are surrounded. Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems
That
like,
is awesome, Tony.
something odd that I'd never considered before, mostly because I've never had a pet snake, but still. I don't know. It just occurred to me, and I was like, huh. Maybe it occurred to me because when I just got my new kitty, Xander, he was snipped like days before I got him. And I know that like female cats have a tendency to spray if they're not spayed. And I doubt that's a thing with snakes, but still.
Yeah, no, that's just, there is some husbandry things in regards to.
Jen,
Yeah,
I've just put something in there if you want to share it.
Sorry, in the private.
Yeah.
And Julie, you were asking about frozen thawed.
No, I'm not seeing that.
Thawed?
Oh, did you put it in Twitter? Did you?
No, it's in the it's in the StreamYards.
It's in our private chat.
Lucky's
'Cause I'm not
asking
seeing
Oh, no,
me
anything
for a
there.
second.
it's a
What
shared
were you
shared
saying,
screen
Mara?
thing.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it come up.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
got it.
That's so true.
That's fair.
You know, I mean, the thing is, they say gender, but have you ever seen anyone gend? Ever?
No, I mean, no.
I'll just be over here.
Kay makes a point. No. You make a point. It's that we have a concept of gender that's different from sex, and it
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
be.
But
It
I was making
absolutely
a
is.
bad pun.
You
Yeah.
were making an adorable pun,
Well, okay.
and it led to an interesting intellectual discussion. I thought I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
keep going, keep going. I mean,
anybody who's taken sociology of gender 101, that fucking gender and sex are two different things.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
for
And
example,
there's also the
I'm
aspect
a
that sex
cis.
is. Yeah, go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, for example, I'm a cisgender female, but I'm also genderqueer. So I can girl it up at times, but mostly what you see is what you get. Like I'm not wearing any makeup right now.
Me
I
neither.
like long hair, but thank you. Oh my gosh, Jen, you're so beautiful. Okay, I'm not. I just have my hair shaved for Angie earlier. We did an undercut thing, but still, it's. I have long hair because my face can't. I'm pudgy and my face can't handle having short hair. It adds 20 pounds to my face. But anyway, the
Oh,
point
it
is,
does, doesn't it?
That's the same reason I have long hair.
It really does. Thank you. Yes, nothing wrong with long hair. And so, when I first heard the term genderqueer, I was like, "Oh my god, that's why." That's why I can only stand to wear a dress for 2 hours when I feel like doing it, and the rest of the time it's jeans and a t-shirt.
yeah, I look weird in a dress. I really do. I don't like it.
And
But I tend to go jeans and t-shirt, and I'll admit the only reason I tend to wear boy jeans is for the fucking pockets. If they would make girl jeans with
Oh,
pockets,
for fuck's sake! Yes.
Oh my god, you've just said the most relatable thing in this entire stream. That was the most relatable thing. And Jeff's like, what?
Yeah.
I've even
I'll
encountered
take
those
your word
jeans
for
where
it.
they have it looks like
Pockets!
Where are
pockets,
they?
but they're sewn shut. You can't even like put your fingers, the tips of your fingers into them. They're fake pockets completely.
They get to there. That's how far deep down they go. How are you going to put your freaking phone? You get freaking notes fall out of those things.
no,
Yeah.
I bought this pair of jeans about 6 months ago, and I wish I'd bought 4 pairs of them because they've actually got fucking pockets.
What?
I just guess they.
Yeah, they were in Best and Less, Mara, and I'm like, why the fuck didn't I buy more pairs?
Yeah, no, I don't.
no.
I just guess
You
they
can actually
assume
put
that
your
all
hands
women
in
have
these ones.
handbags or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
even
but
back
it
pockets
does seem to
are
be
big.
like
I'm like, what? What did somebody find a little bit of extra material when they were making these or something? Because they're fucking decent.
And the
although you
worst
know what I've
thing is,
never actually
It's
encountered?
ridiculous.
In movies, someone goes to a sort of a fancy cocktail party or something, and they meet a woman who starts saying oh yeah, I understand this whole business thing. Tell you what, call me at my office, and pulls a business card out of her bra. And I'm
Yeah.
I know about storing shit in your bra, but I've never encountered business cards coming out of the bra in real life.
yes, no, unless of course, your business card is actually money.
And they've got to get icky after a while.
Yeah,
I'm done with the headphones. They're driving me nutty.
Yeah, Mary, I have only hid drugs in my bra. That's the only thing that's ever been hidden. Marijuana is not legal where I live, so I've hidden marijuana in my bra many years ago. Statute of limitations, bitches. You can't get me for that shit now. But yeah, that's something I have hidden there. But yeah, no, I literally worked at a video store. video rental
Fine.
for in the late 90s.
Do you guys have Smarties in the US?
Huh?
What?
Do you guys have Smarties in the US? They're a bit like M&Ms.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we do. Although
Wait, you mean
actually, I'm
Smarties,
not
the
sure we
candy?
do because I remember mentioning Smarties to someone. Actually, I think they were British, and it
Yeah.
turned out it was something completely different, closer to like Skittles. So
Yeah, like Kate said. Because
Yeah, no, our
Smarties
Smarties
just
are like
sugar.
more like M&Ms
Yeah.
in Australia.
Yeah.
So
They're basically
nothing
like
like M&Ms.
M&M's. Only I think they're made by Nestle. I think, but
yeah,
Yeah, no, they're
yeah.
nothing like that here.
All right.
They're gross.
I dropped during traveling. You know how you have munchies when you're traveling long distances. I've dropped a Smartie down my bra and didn't realize I'd done it. And when I got to where I was going and I finally took my bra off, it was all melted chocolate under my boob and all through my bra. I was like,
sorry.
now you know
and
that.
how did I not notice that?
Jen, you get.
will.
You know the question. It follows this, don't you? What color Smartie was it?
Yeah.
It was a red one, actually.
It was a red one. I thought it had to be the
Smarties
infamous
in the
blue
US don't have
Smartie.
chocolate.
No, it was a red one.
They're just sugar.
if you share this, I just put a share screen thingy up. This is what Smarties are in the U.S.
Thank you, Kate.
Yeah, no, that's different.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
Smarties. No. They're
Yeah,
Smarties in Australia are more like slightly larger and slightly flatter versions of M&Ms.
Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
see a couple of pictures
M&Ms
of
are
them
awesome.
here on Google.
got-
Like, let's see, copy image and paste
have-
there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is not what we have here.
No,
Yeah,
completely
no.
different.
I would say those US Smarties, we have something called Fizzers, that are very similar to that. So
Yeah, I think we've got Fizzes.
Yeah, Fruit Tingles
Fruit Tingles
is what
yeah.
we have. Yeah.
Oh, wacky question, because I know how it is in Britain, but in Australia, do you call cookies biscuits too?
Yes, we call them
Okay.
biscuits. Generally, sometimes we call them cookies, but generally, we call
Yeah,
them
it
biscuits.
depends
Well, like
on what they are.
what we would
Some
call
things we will
cookies.
deliberately call cookies, but mostly biscuits. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Because
cookies is all.
I remember someone from the
Yeah.
south of the U.S. was saying, well, do you have biscuits and gravy? And the look they got, this look of horror of biscuits and gravy.
Hey, it was me who had the look of horror on that
Was
stream.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, you can't have sweet biscuits and gravy.
Like,
I remember
I
that.
can say I was in Scotland in November and had the like whole full like English breakfast thing with like breakfast
yeah,
beans and shit,
fried eggs,
which
baked
is
beans,
weird.
yeah,
I
that
don't
bacon.
get that. But fine for those who like it, it's fine. But they also had yogurt with fruit
Yeah.
and stuff.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
And it was amazing. And they even offered to like get our breakfast ready the day we were leaving.
Oh.
Whereabouts in Scotland did you stay?
And send it with us to the airport. I was like, no.
Oh.
We'd have to explain from whence it came.
Angie
Thank
just
you.
posted a video of the tornado that hit.
But they were lovely. It was a lovely experience, but it was just weird.
Well, you know, the notion of seafood for breakfast is just weird to me, but someday I want to try kippers just to know what the British are on about. You
It's
know,
like-
what
it's
Pretty
an
tasty.
It's an overrated experience, in my opinion.
Oh.
But
is it?
yeah, that's just me
Yeah.
though. I'm not
Have
a
we
fish
lost track of
person,
the-
so
Are we all? Oh yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's the tornado
Oh,
that got
word.
them.
Jeez.
wow.
That's freaking
I'm
terrifying.
sorry, 4 nights and
Yeah.
5 days. So
I wonder how far
Show that,
away
show
that
that.
is. Oh my gosh, is it actually coming toward the camera?
Appears to be.
They're at the dollar store.
Shit.
Look.
Oh.
This is a tornado. Nice.
That's the tornado that got Angie.
I don't know, but I haven't.
Jesus.
Well, no
Yeah.
wonder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jen, have you ever seen a tornado in real life?
I have not. I've seen the surrounding winds, but not the tornado itself. We've actually had a few over here in WA, so Perth gets them occasionally. The last one that went through did a couple of $1 million worth of damage.
Jeez.
But it didn't go through where I was living at the time. But I saw the aftermath. I saw a lot of the damage to the places that happened, and we had the high winds, but didn't actually have the tornado itself. So
yeah,
no.
I've seen one. At least a water spout.
It's very rare, but we have had them off the around the south coast of England, but very rare.
Yeah,
I feel
we get like one every couple of years, so that actually goes through Perth,
and it's nowhere near the size of like US tornadoes. It's still enough to do enough damage.
Julie wants to say something.
I do, and it's not that no disrespect to anyone else. I do want to say that that's the kind of fucking tornadoes that happen here, and certainly happened in what we call Tornado Alley, Kentucky, Kansas, Texas. It just happens, and they're devastating. And so I will say, just to chill a bit, please, if you can. If you can't, that's fine. Just share this. Please share all of the streams. But if you can give any money to Angie's PayPal, she has lost her entire house, and she is homeschooling her 2 granddaughters right now. She has an adult daughter living at home who is amazing. And she has a lovely husband, and so we're looking at a family of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 who and their pets who have lost their entire homes at the moment. So please, if you can, give what you can, and I will stop that now.
No, the stream's about Angie, so chilling her out every now and then is what we should be doing. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
so and also
that was scary.
I haven't got the link handy to post it, so I'll have to go for a hunt. But go sub to Andy. Angie. Andy? What the hell?
Well, go sub to him too.
Yeah, go sub to Andy fellas as well.
Sub to Andy fellas too, or whichever Andy you're talking about. But yeah, Andy fellas is amazing. Angie 66, Angie Dell 66 is amazing also. Marrow is amazing. And
so are you.
Jen's little corner is amazing. And certainly Jeff's oh damn it.
Oh, he's all right. Yeah, he's okay. Right.
I tried.
There you go. I just posted Angie's link down there. The GoFundMe is scrolling across at the bottom. It has been all stream.
I am. Julie the voice. Why no reason? Yeah. So that.
So support everyone here. Sub to me. I'm at around 450 subs. It'd be nice to get 500 in the next month.
What?
I'll show you it.
Horrible song is going through my head, and I would have 500 subs, and I would have 500.
Don't diss that song.
Okay, don't get me wrong. It's a great song, but it's not that great when it's turned into what I just sang. So,
yeah.
Well, there's a version of that sung by people who I work with, which is quite funny as well. So,
there are some good versions of that song.
Yeah,
it's a good song. Yeah. I'm going to skedaddle because I have to go and get food. So I'm going to go and get food.
Go and eat then, Mero.
I will. Love you all. And
Love you
mainly,
too, man.
that's it. Bye.
Hashtag Team Tiger.
Hashtag
No.
Team Tiger.
No, silencing.
Drop that.
Yeah. Hashtag Zagnar the Destroyer.
That one.
So much.
Bye. That was
Bye. Oh,
What is your?
I thought you'd frozen for a sec then, Julie.
No, lost it.
I'll be back in 5, all right? I'll just
This
put
is like
myself
my
on mute.
sixth. Bourbon and
No worries.
ginger.
So, Kate, what have you
hey.
planned?
Here's the thing.
Planned.
can get-
Not a damn.
What have you got
Angie,
coming up soon?
$2,000 tonight.
Sorry, what was that, Julie?
And we can get then I would have
Well, sing the song, yes. I don't know how you're still awake, Julie. I don't know how you're still awake, Kate.
Well, like I said, I'm just full of energy for no good reason. I'm not sure why. I don't know.
Oh no, I was just saying godless scummer. That's what I could remember.
He'll be back. He's
Oh,
gone to either relieve himself or have a smoke.
Oh my gosh.
No, you're a lovely human being, and I really appreciate your channel and stuff. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Or it will get weird.
Drunk Julie
Jen,
is shillaholic Julie.
drunk Julie is flirty Julie, and Jen, you
Oh,
know this.
I like flirty
You're
Julie.
very cute. Well, you're both really fucking cute, but I do not want to harass anyone, so I'm just gonna take a step back.
I don't feel harassed. I rarely feel harassed.
Okay.
Challenge accepted. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, thank you. Very cool. I mean,
I'm sure you can manage it, Kate, but fine, try.
Look, as long as everyone is comfortable, I never want to make anybody feel bad or anything. Because I did that once, and it was horrible.
Aw.
I was,
well,
yeah,
no, I don't care.
Well,
I flirt all the time.
Dudes, okay, y'all can get this. I was flirting with a straight girl. Right? Yeah. So, my bad. It was stupid.
So what?
And we worked together, and later I realized, oh my god, I totally like sexual. Because at one point she was like, "Do you just want to go in the fucking parking lot and make out?" And I was like, "Yes, absolutely," because she was that hot. But like later, I thought about it, and I realized, oh my god, I pressured her because she's straight. She didn't. It was
on the other side of that, if she's straight, why did she even offer that?
I think she was trying to see like how far I'd go or something.
I don't know. That's not the way to do things, though. I mean, come on.
I know it was a long time ago.
I mean, I've made no bones about it. I'm poly, so not poly. That's not the word. I mean, I could do poly, but that's fine.
Yeah.
What's the one where you like bisexual, but
you like all the genders. It's fine.
Yeah, I like all the genders. Yeah, what the hell's it called now? Pan, that's it. And you started with a P. What a thing to have a mental blank about.
Every time someone says they're pansexual, I always picture either satyrs or Peter Pan.
Yes, and
Peter Pan's quite hot in these little tights, though. So,
and it's like, like I've been like.
Although, as I said that, I realized Peter Pan's still a child, so yeah.
Yeah, that's a little twisted.
We didn't have the word pansexual tonight, but I didn't know until recently that it was excluding anyone. And I was like, no, I don't fucking care. Like, I don't exclude. I don't care. Fucking awesome.
Problem is, Kate, that's kind of hot.
That's
whatever floats your ducky, I guess.
Yeah,
I could work with that.
Yeah, I could work with that.
Just saying. I mean, I'm very. But here's the weird thing, though. I'm pansexual, but I'm very monogamous. I
Hmm.
tend to I fall for one person at a time, and I don't necessarily what their sexuality is because I don't own that. But
Yeah.
I am very much like I just kind of want to be with you, like
Yeah, my head's all
Well,
about the brain. I'm all about the brain, how the
like
person
let
thinks.
me know, keep me in a loop
Yeah.
or
well,
whatever. But beyond that, I don't really
I,
care.
I, I personally am absolutely terrible at flirting. I don't know how the frig to do it. I really don't. And I'm also
Yes,
terrible at breaking the ice. Like if someone else breaks
yes.
the ice with me, okay, but I have no idea how to do it.
But
Although
here's the thing, Kate.
I did have an
Yeah.
interesting experience about a year or two
I'm very
ago
sapiosexual
because my like
in that
apartment
sense.
complex has sort of a courtyard, and a lot
Like
of times
I
people
like
have
smart
parties
people.
there. And so what ended up happening once is I went to one of these parties, and it's mostly college kids and
It's a
folks in the
little
Navy,
weird,
that kind of thing.
but
But there was this couple that lives in the apartment directly below mine. And a bunch of us decided to go to the local dyke bar after the party broke up. And so I went along, obviously. And like the couple, because it's as far as I knew at the time, a straight couple, decided to go with us, which is okay because most dyke bars are okay with that, at least the ones I've been to. But at one point, like a
this
bunch of us are
explains so
dancing,
much.
and like the dude's wife starts trying to kiss me, and I'm like, is this okay? Am I about to get punched by her husband? But I look over and he's looking at us with this creepy smile on his face, like, oh my god, my wife's gonna get it on with a chick. Oh yeah. And I was like, okay, but and then
No,
they said, hey, you want to get out of here? And I
no.
realized I'm being offered a threesome. And I'm like, I would almost be interested if it weren't for the fact that he's a dude. Because I am so creeped the
I'm
hell
so
out by
sorry.
male genitals. I just really am. So
Yeah, no, I am so sorry, Kate. That is not at all what should happen, ever.
Yeah.
I know that it does, and I've been, in that situation myself. But that is so unfortunate. I'm so sorry.
I
No.
mean, it wasn't a big deal, but it was still odd.
Well, yeah,
And you
but you
must know
didn't.
by now, Kate, that we all think you're cute and adorable and would happily flirt with
Absolutely.
you all the time.
Well, you know
Oh
what's
my God!
funny about that
If
though
I
is like if
had,
I go to
uh,
somewhere in person, people could not be less attracted to me. But online, I get told I'm cute a lot. It's weird.
Oh
if I
hell no!
had a gay
You'd be cute in
sister, I
person
would.
too.
Well,
If
I
I
mean,
had
I
a
mean, I'd
gay
like to
sister,
believe
I
that,
would
but the
buy her a
evidence would
plane
suggest
ticket.
otherwise.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm probably not the best judge for stuff like this because I get attracted. I don't necessarily get attracted to people from their physical looks up front. I can look at somebody and go, yeah, they're adorable. They're cute looking, etc.
Yeah.
But that's not what attracts me to them. I have to get to know them and know their head.
Yes.
And then once I'm attracted
Yes.
to their brain, I'm done. I'm attracted to you, and you're screwed now because I'm attracted to you. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean because I find that person attractive, I'm going to instantly want to flirt with them or get with them or whatever else. There's more to it than that, but
Yeah.
it takes that first. So you are somebody whose brain attracts me. Okay, so. And I'll be honest about that, but I'm not saying I'd move that anywhere else. It's just because I enjoy our friendship. So.
Well,
Yeah,
when there's
me
people where
too,
they are the
actually,
sort, and I admit I'm sort of like this, where the first bite is with the eye, if you know what I mean. That generally speaking, when someone's like that, I tend to not be flirted with.
No, I just mean like me too. With both Jen and Kate, like I've been attracted to you both, and but the thing is, I'm so fucking. And I really think this might be an orientation. I don't know if that's fair or not, but I've tried to be polyamorous before, and it did not work out well. And I think I'm just that way. It's like I love junk shop. Like
Yeah,
he's the person
I mean,
I'm in
I
love
could.
with, and so I just really feel like everything.
Hello.
And then like while I find
Welcome back, Jeff.
both
Yeah,
of you
sorry.
very
Happy
attractive,
purposes.
I can't, you know, I couldn't go a step beyond that, and I wouldn't try to. I wouldn't, you know.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I
see,
get you.
I'm the same. Like, I mean,
yeah.
I,
And I'm
I,
not saying that
I
everyone
think you're
has to be that
adorable
way.
too, Julie. I could totally see if both of us were single and in the same place hitting it off. I could totally see that because, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
exactly.
there.
Exactly.
I could see that there'd be chemistry there. And, but
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. You're with somebody. That's fine. I get polyamory, but I get jealous. So it couldn't work for me because I would be jealous of the situation.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, in recent years, I've started to suspect I might just be a bit of an ace.
Me too.
I you know, sex is all right, I guess, but I'd rather cuddle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
To be honest, I'm a bit more like that. To be honest, so
yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you're adorable too, Jeff. So
yeah. Well, some people think so, but not many.
you see, it goes back to what I was saying. I get attracted to
maybe,
people for the
I
way
don't
their
know.
brains work,
Yeah.
not
I mean,
for how they look or anything like that. That's not
Yeah.
knocking how anyone looks in this chat because you're all fucking amazing. So,
Well, you know,
not
that,
knocking anyone's looks.
a bit more like a year and a half ago, you
Aw.
probably would not have found me attractive because my brain didn't work.
That's lovely.
No, because
Yeah.
I'm
mean,
making a bad
if
joke.
I
I'm
could
making a bad
had-
joke.
No, I was going to say, last woman who told me she
Damn
wanted
it,
my
if-
body was in medical science. So
if I had a
I've watched your
Ugh.
videos for about 5 years, Kate.
I really
Well, yes, but I was making a bad joke about how I used to have seizures. You see?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I've known about your brain for that long. So you've been you already passed the bridge of being attractive to me. So
Wow. All right, I'll take it.
Well, that killed the conversation.
Yeah, just sort of starting to wonder.
So we're all
if
flirting
I'd
with each
actually
other.
be
3
able to finally.
seizures to grandma. It's fine. Yeah,
Well,
my ex was on it that made him have grandma seizures, and you're fine.
Well, when
Really,
I
you
am
break
a
out
bit of a
like
fan.
Julie.
I don't like it because it's not fair for everyone.
Well, my seizures were triggered by food, actually. Anything that acted as a vasoconstrictor gave me a seizure. But when I figured that out, I started not having grand mals anymore. I would occasionally have absences, but no more grand mals after that. And now, after brain surgery, nothing. Like, I'm more than a year and a half
Okay.
seizure free.
Good. Oh, thank
Sorry, Jeff,
goodness.
double click.
Yes.
I didn't know what happened. I didn't
Jeff.
know who lost internet there. So
No, Kate, that's amazing. I'm so glad because
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
those
glad
are
you got that
horrible.
under control.
Yeah, me too. I
Well,
don't want
the
you
funny
to
part
go
is
through
that
that.
the brain surgery itself was like an outpatient procedure. I was in the hospital a day.
Aw, thank
How
you,
crazy is that?
Amiganos. Yeah. That's fucked up.
I'm sorry I'm not paying close enough attention to the chat to click up the things because I'm actually not used to doing it because normally I'm not broadcasting directly from StreamYard. So
It's okay. Junk Shop has us covered. He's following this on his phone because apparently we couldn't stay together and not like glitch too much. But yeah, it's
is there anything that can be said?
Yes.
That doorknob won't make sexual.
what? No.
very little, very
No.
little.
Doorknob vomit.
How did he
Make it
get there?
sexual. You can get there. I don't know, dude. Look, here's the thing. I have a lot of respect for Doorknob Head because he is a mod in
Doorknob Head's amazing.
Muslims, an ex-Muslim woman's chat that I'm not gonna name right now.
Are you talking
amazing.
about Faye the Most Gracious?
I am, yeah.
Oh,
Totally.
she's brilliant.
Fuck, I said
like
I wasn't
her.
gonna
Yeah.
name her, but look, and he is a perfect gentleman. He really is. In her chat and as a mod for her, he is a perfect gentleman. Also, not to be rude, torn up head, but I've heard you've said things that made me very uncomfortable, and I respect you, and I don't want to be a dick about it, but just so you know. And that's all I'm willing to say about that, because I think in his heart of hearts, he's a very good
Cheers, amiga.
human being.
Yeah,
It's just
he is.
sometimes he doesn't- Yeah.
I've actually been on the stream where he was actually in the stream.
Yes.
So he's a really nice guy, and he's really down to earth.
Yeah.
But God, some of the things
Yeah.
you say, and I mean, I tend to say whatever the fuck comes
Dude.
into my head, and you put me to shame, dude.
Me too.
I don't really have much of a filter of my own darn self, although there
Yeah.
have been times when I've realized if I say
I
this,
mean, I
I'm
can't
getting
even-
punched.
Get is
Hey, Orla, you want to hop in, Orla?
yeah.
Oh, she can't hop in because of the mic. Okay.
Oh, Orla's in the
Yeah,
chat.
Orla's in the chat.
Hey, Orla.
Ooh, I might actually be getting tired enough
Recommend?
to attempt sleep at this point. Not yet,
Oh.
but getting
Have you
there.
made
It's not far off that.
thing? And yeah, so we are trying to raise money for that. That's okay. We're trying to raise money for Angie Dell.
You're breaking up again, Julie.
Breaking up badly.
Yeah, you're breaking up bad. Do you want me to do it, Julie, so people can hear it?
Because she lost her house.
All right.
Well,
I'll
you know,
I'll
when
try and
you
do it.
lose something, you can find
Kate,
it again.
As badass and fangirlish of me as this has been, go to sleep if you need to.
Oh, wow, that was a long delay.
Go to sleep.
All right. I will try and do what Julie was trying to do before. Yeah, we're trying to raise money for Angie, who horribly lost her house during a tornado. It tore up a tree, which absolutely tore the house to pieces. It's she has posted videos of what happened. If you check it out on Twitter, you'll be able to see the devastation for yourselves. There's a PayPal link scrolling across the bottom of the stream at the moment. If you can afford a few dollars, it's no requirement that you do this, but if you can afford a few dollars, please donate them. It's going to be a long time, if at all she gets any insurance from this. They're liable to cry the whole act of God thing on her. And we just kind of want to make sure that she's going to be okay. There were 5 people living in that house, and now they're all homeless. They have got a caravan to live in at the moment. So they have got a roof over their heads of sorts, but you can't keep 5 people in effectively a camper trailer for indefinitely. So, things have to be done.
An act of herald.
Act of herald, yeah, Harold. Herald. It's an act of herald. Yes.
Was that film with Billy Connolly, and where he actually sued the church over
an act of God
thing? Yeah.
I wish I could remember that. What it was. Damn you, dude! You have to do that to me, Jeff.
Yeah, I feel it's quite a few years old that, but I still vaguely remember this film.
Dear.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're
can't-
right.
I can't make an objective argument against it. So
Okay, yeah, I'm yawning my ass off. I'm going to bed, but this was fun, and I'll catch you later.
No.
Talking about that stream you want to do about the feminism.
Yeah, well, we'll organize it. We'll see who actually wants to be in on it, and we'll get something going for that.
yeah.
No worries, Steve.
Yay! All right,
May
I'll
you
catch
sleep
you
well, my
with
lovely.
geniuses like the plague.
Yeah.
Have fun. If you can't be good, don't get caught.
Well, it's nice speaking to
Oh.
you, Kate. I think this is the first time we've been in a hangout together, so it's nice to speak to you. Yeah.
Well, hi, and bye. Night, night.
See you
Bye.
later.
Kate. Oh wow! Did I come in right at the end of that?
You did.
I did. It's fine. I needed the WC.
Oh, and Perp's gone to bed. Night, Perp.
Night, perp. I totally just mimicked what you said. I have no idea who that is.
Oh, purple. Not appropriate.
Oh, purple. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck. Good night, purple. Rhymes with orange. Love you.
It's just not appropriate.
That's
You
not
can keep
that's
5 people in
seriously
a camp.
inappropriate.
But have to be certain the knots and gags are oh my god. Yeah. Well, he's not wrong.
I wonder if we could drag Badger
It
in and
is
start
not.
complaining about Star Wars and Disney again.
Oh God, come on, no.
Also not wrong, but also not appropriate.
We've had
Yes.
a
It's agreed.
we had a whole stream on that the other day on Dave's channel, didn't we?
We
So,
did, and we made Badger sad. Poor Badger.
Jesus. I can hear
Is,
myself echoing.
How early is it there, Jeff?
It's about 8:45 in the morning here.
I wonder how Dave was up pretty late, so he's probably still asleep.
Yeah.
Along with well, Badger might be up. I'm just wondering who else we could drag in.
Oh! Yes! No, get Badger in here. That'd be amazing.
That was a long delay.
We play Atheist D&D together. It'd be amazing.
I'll see if I can. I'll see if he's about.
242.
Yeah.
No,
just
honestly,
like the
not
record
to
though, Julie. I've never
Sorry.
played D&D in my life, so I have no idea what I'd be doing.
I'm a great dungeon master, dude. If you ever want to play, like, just let me know. We'll figure some shit out.
Yeah,
I didn't get to play when I was a kid because of the Satanic Panic. My parents thought that a bunch of weird ass shit, but they thought the Wizards of the Coast were like actual like witches and warlocks, which is fucking hilarious. Because Gary Gygax was like just a dude who wanted to make a cool game with his friends. So yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever want to play, just let me know.
Yeah, Satanic Panic seemed like a lot of fun.
It was crazy.
Right.
It was so crazy. I
Let's
wasn't
show the
allowed to
link
watch
to Badger. I don't know if he's actually up though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Junk Shop's gone to bed. I'm drunk and trying to hang in. And way too fucking close to the camera. Okay. Hi. Oh, Godless Scummer, you were telling me something about your name?
Was I?
About Jeff? The last time we were on stream together, you showed me a diploma. And, you have the old, well, for me, sorry, not for you, but for me, older spelling of Jeff, Geoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you said something and I missed it. So did I say it incorrectly?
No, I mean, yeah, that is that is sort of an older version of it, but it's still quite a common way of spelling it in the UK anyway. I don't know what it's like
Okay.
elsewhere, but
Yeah, because my oldest brother is a Jeffrey, but it's Jeffrey.
yeah.
Which is
Mine's similar to like obviously like say Geoffrey Chaucer. You know, that's GEO double F. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because that's what I was taught by my professor when we were reading the Canterbury Tales. So yeah, cool. I'm glad that I'm glad I was taught the right thing. Because frankly, in America, you never fucking know. You could absolutely be taught the wrong thing. But no, that's very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the definition I found on Urban Dictionary, which basically says Jeff means godlike. That's not what it actually means, but I'll take that out the Urban Dictionary definition.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm just making up links.
You did. I have from Aaron to Zoe. I have a baby book name book around here somewhere because I use for character names when I write fiction.
See, I'd love to tell you that I was named after. Yeah, I'd love to tell you that I was named after somebody like Geoffrey Chaucer. But unfortunately, the man I was named after was going to be
I don't remember what Jeffrey means.
Yeah, well, the man see, I'd like to tell people I was named after Geoffrey Chaucer, but I was actually named after an English cricketer. So
usually, I'm kind of up on that.
You were?
Yeah, a guy called Jeffrey Boycott.
Jeff. Oh, I'm trying to think which Jeff it was then.
Boycott.
Boycott, yes, that was the one I was trying to think of.
Apparently that was my dad's idea. Apparently, he scored a century on the day I was born or something. But I'm sort of ambivalent towards cricket. I can sort of watch a one-day thing, but I test match cricket. It's just like put me to sleep, you know. Plus getting behind the England cricket team was very hard when I was a kid because they always lost.
Dad was named after his father. Dad fucked off when my dad was. Yeah, no, we didn't even like. But yeah, we didn't even know his certificate online, and we have bone cancer, and I didn't find this until the late '90s. So that was rough, and my dad has half sisters who never knew that his dad ever had a whole other family, while he was in the service during World War II, and like married a woman down in Georgia, and had a son with her.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm leaving you guys to do this. Yeah. I'm just trying to.
I see you're putting the links. I see you're putting the links in the.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab them out so I can put everyone's links in.
Yeah.
But my point is that it doesn't matter a fuck what your dad is or who your mom is. None of that matters. It matters who you are.
Yeah.
Ultimately, and honestly, like the thing that I got from my dad being raised by a single mom in the 1950s in America is that I got a really great fucking dad. I got a dad who was like, if I ever have a family, I'm never leaving them. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be a hands-on father. So I got a fantastic dad because my grandfather was a fucking asshole. So
weird how that works.
Yeah,
there we go.
Right? Exactly.
I've now linked everybody who's been in the stream so far.
Oh, thank you so much.
And Angie as well, because this is about Angie. So
it is.
Yeah.
It is. Thank you. And hopefully she's asleep right now, but she'll see this later.
She was awake a little while ago because she posted the video that I put up. So.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Jen. Thank you.
So yeah, she was awake, but I'm just trying to keep sort of track of what's happening in the background, but haven't heard anything back from Dave or Badger yet. So I don't know who else is awake. Well, Dave's awake because he just liked something. So I don't know.
He might be waiting a minute. He might be having breakfast or whatever.
Yeah, he's probably just got up. So
Dave is in what he Jeff, you might call this also a sensible time zone.
Yeah,
I am not. It is a half hour before 3 a.m. here. So yeah, it's real fucking late for me. But
I'll put it in the other group as well.
So you're almost 6 hours behind me then, so.
Yeah, I think so.
I'd love it if we could get Art to come in if he's available, because he and Angie have been doing a lot of stuff together with their music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I could persuade Art to come in, that would be amazing. But I don't know. He may be at work as well, so. Although no one here should be at work anymore unless they're doing the afternoon shift.
Well, I'd normally be working this time of day, but obviously lockdown, so.
Yeah. Our government is talking of lifting the lockdown in 4 weeks. Well, starting to lift the lockdown.
Yeah.
We won't open our borders though, because our country's pretty much pulled down to the curve line that you need to. We're not quite there, so they want a few more weeks of not too many more cases.
Girl,
if you got Australia,
they're talking
a week ago, I think it was, we overtook Korea as the country that is best dealing with this. South Korea, that is, not North Korea.
Yeah, well, difficult to say when it comes to North Korea. What you just don't know. You just
their borders are closed anyway, so they probably haven't got it at all.
Yeah. I'm sure it's being told to them that Kim Jong-un is personally holding it back with his hands,
And yeah. So yeah, they're so we'll probably start having our stuff lifted in about 4 weeks. But having said that, we've had quite a few cases in the last couple of days. So their whole thing was if we don't stay at low cases, they will keep pushing that date backwards. So forwards, not backwards.
I have very little faith in anything the British government is saying right now, because they fucked it up at every state. Probably not to the same extent that Trump's mishandled it, but Britain has not.
Problem you have in the US is it's not just about Trump; it's also about the states themselves.
The individual states, yeah.
Yeah. Hand up, Julie.
We just had our. Oh, I'm sorry, godless. I keep.
I can't hear you at all now, Julie.
And yet, he apparently has it.
We missed about 80% of what you just said then.
I know what that was.
So, in our state and Central Time. But, oh, no, you're fine, love. So our governor that the economy is more important than human lives. Excited. Okay. So our governor decides lives for in place order on May 1st. The mayor of my city, who I voted for because he seemed like a good dude, my bad, has extended it to May 5th. Wow. 4 whole days more. And more people are going to get infected, and more people are going to die. And that's what's going to happen.
3
and
million.
It's horrible.
Well, you want to hear something dumb as all fuck?
Yeah.
From a political leader, I think this one takes the cake. I muted it. That's a bit dumb.
Yes, this motherfucker.
Every one of those lives is a tragic loss. So when you count 150 versus 2.3 million, you have to say, we have to open up. We have to go back. Our bus drivers,
But hasn't it been because of social distancing that the numbers have been what they are?
How do you know until we have a control group? We offer to be a control group. Anybody who knows anything about statistics knows that, for instance, you have a vaccine.
You're offering citizens of Las Vegas to be a control group to see if you're figuring out social distancing works or doesn't work.
No, absolutely wrong. Don't put words in my mouth.
You just said
I just echoing like crazy in my ear, Jen. But
sorry.
Offered to.
Because I got my microphone on head speakers. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I actually have two very dear friends who live in Las Vegas and are teachers there, and I am absolutely.
Yeah, basically, she's offered up Las Vegas as a control group to see what happens if you stop doing social distancing.
Yeah,
so
see how many
let Las Vegas run amok, and we'll see how many people die, is what she said.
Yep.
And she is the mayor.
Yep.
And like,
in our governmental system, the mayor over
just a second, Jen. I don't know if you can hear this.
Of course.
That was sorry. I needed that.
Like,
yeah.
I saw that this morning. I think my comment of it was about what the actual fuck do politicians have to have brain bypasses before they're allowed to enter politics?
I honestly don't know at
because
this point.
I mean, that's just the stupidest thing I think I've ever heard.
It's not that I thought politicians were noble, you know, or amazing. I've been very jaded for a very long time about politicians, especially in the United States. But this is fucking insane. She just no, let's just like be a petri dish for the entire nation. Fuck it.
So it really is the dumbest thing.
Fuck you, bitch.
I just get
Don't understand.
I think the thing that this is the whole thing that's bothered me with this whole thing is that the amount of there's one thing in the world that's more contagious than COVID-19 at the moment, and that's dumb fuckery. I'm here to see people.
An important moment because everyone is going to get.
By the way, Robert, I saw that. That's pathetic.
But
Tom's not actually right here. The estimate is 80% of people are going to end up getting it. Not 100%. So it's about 80% of people are going to get it. But the whole point of social distancing isn't to stop the 80% from getting it. It's to allow the medical fraternity enough time to deal with all the people who are going to get it. If you don't have the social distancing, it all comes in at once and more people die. So you're saving lives by social distancing. Yeah.
And because of the situation I'm in, I really need to try and keep myself in that 20% that don't get it.
Yeah. And on top of that, we're saying 80% are going to die. But if social distancing worked everywhere like it's working here in Australia, then yes, you might get to 80%, but we also might get a vaccine before you get there. And if we get a vaccine, we don't get 80% people getting it. We get only 40% of people getting it.
Absolutely absurd.
And then you really beat the virus. So that's the point of it. Yeah. Yeah, you might say you're nowhere near being overrun, Tom, but the point is that without the social distancing, the rate of infection is exponential. And we have to stop that. If you keep making it worse and worse and worse, you're going to hit that 80% very, very, very quickly, and then you overrun everywhere. And there has been cases of overrunning it. It happened in New York, and they dug mass graves. So,
yes,
yeah, you've got to.
And I'm sorry.
No, keep going.
I just no. In Tennessee today, we had over 432 cases and it was our highest like cases in one day. That's just one day. We've had more cases and more deaths than that. It's just in this today of the people who could get tested, which is very difficult here, by the way.
Everywhere. There's not enough tests.
440, test positive. So it is absolutely exponential growth.
And you got to remember that only like 10% of those who get the virus are going to be bad enough that they need to seek medical help.
Yep.
So the rest of them are not even going to be tested. And if they don't socially distance, they're going to think, I've got hay fever, I've got a cold, and just pass it on. And this is the problem. And people are inherently selfish and fucking stupid. So I'm not individuals, but as a population we are.
Yeah.
And that is why we have to socially isolate as much as possible.
Just what I mean. Stupidity has been more contagious than the blooming virus.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, this big company that runs a lot of the like telephone lines and stuff here in the UK called BT. It used to be British Telecom. They said they've had around about 40 of their engineers working on 5G masts or people fought attacks by people or people who thought they were working on 5G because of this dumb fuckery going around about 5G at the moment.
Yeah, to 9 o'clock hero, I'd say yes, absolutely. You have to take a number and wait the fucking line.
Yeah, wait in line. It's the best thing we can do. It's about protecting our healthcare workers because the more they're inundated, the more likely they're to get sick. And if we run out of doctors and nurses, we are really screwed.
Yeah, we're really fucked.
So you've got to do this. We've got to do this for the sake of the healthcare workers. We have to do it for the sake of the elderly and the people like Jeff who are in real big danger if they get it. So don't think about yourselves. Think about other people.
Yeah.
Have a bit of fucking compassion, people. I'm not necessarily going off at anyone in the chat here, but for the people in general who are the people queuing up and protesting and everything about, we've got to get out again. I want my restaurants open. Well, fuck you. Fuck you that you only care about yourself.
God, we all miss like, you know, we all miss not being able to go out and do what we can normally do, whether it be go to a restaurant, or go for coffee, go to the pub, go to the cinema. We get it. We all miss that. You know, you're not the only one, but it's essential at the moment that we don't. We don't. We don't do this. It's just ridiculous. I mean. I'd like to be actually able to go out. I never thought I'd say this, but I actually wouldn't mind going back to work at some point.
If you give a shit about your parents, about your nieces, your nephews, your children.
I should have put the HTTP in that, shouldn't I? I just realized I just made that difficult for people.
I'll be back in 5 Gen.
No worries. I'll try that again, people.
Really bummed that my company furloughed me, but at the same time, given that the governor of my state and the mayor of my state don't seem to give a shit about, you know, me or my exposure to this. I'm really glad.
Yeah. You're breaking up again, Julie.
Yeah.
I'm so
just really
Nerdy
glad
was
that
asking what had happened.
I'm actually furloughed for 3 months.
Yeah. So Nerdy just asked what happened because all the Poms are waking up. So
and for those of you in more sensible countries who don't understand what that means that I make over $45,000 a year. To be furloughed, I'm making $275 a week. There's a lot, you know, but even then, I don't want to be spreading this health, so it's completely fucked up in terms of how, you know, I'll take it. Yeah.
if you're awake, Linda, you're welcome to hop in. I believe the link is in. I think I put the link in Girls Night
in the morning for us. And what's up? And
I'm happy to keep going for a while until we got somebody else to take on if you want to.
I need to stay in. Yeah. No, I gotta stay in. I gotta stay in, Flinders. Hang on. And also, Jen, you're fantastic, and I love you, and you're amazing. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back.
No problems. I will keep going for a bit. I'll see if did I shove it in Girls Night? There it is. Just in case you didn't grab it from the other one, Linda, I will. Oh, far out. What have I done?
You'll be fine. You got this.
I messed something up. Oh, if I refresh that, I am going to mess stuff up. There we go. That fixed it. Copy. All right, it's in Girls Night as well. Linda, if you want to hop in. So yeah, that's all cool. Yeah, I was going to say, Nerdy asked about what happened. There was a tornado. It tore up a tree, which absolutely decimated Angie's house. I mean, there are photos on Twitter for it, and a video, a couple of videos actually. But yeah, she and her family of 5 are basically homeless. Them and the pets. They have a caravan camper thing that they're living in at the moment. But yeah, I mean, it's temporary housing at best, and the whole idea is to raise some money to at least get them through the first bit. Hopefully the insurance company will come to the party, but it's an insurance company. You know, you probably have more chance of kicking money out of Trump.
Yeah.
which I'm sure lots of people would love to queue up to try to do.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I reckon you can make more money from making people pay for the privilege to kick money out of Trump than you would from kicking it out of Trump.
That's amazing.
Now there's a fundraiser I put money into.
Thank you. Oh, I would too. Okay, so I did a just to add to what Jen is saying. She had everything right. Just to add to what she's saying. So I said, hey, if we hit $500, I'll do an undercut on my hair, and Junk Shop will shave the back of my head, and he did. I can't really show it to y'all now because he's gone to bed because he was falling asleep. But if you can see that,
undercut. Woo! Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yay. It feels amazing.
Well, we can't see it now. You leant too far forward, but I saw it when you leant forward. So.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, and then Mr. Shadow Kitty was like, "Well, if we get $600, I'll shave my whole head," and he did. And at that point, we were at $1,000. And Angie's asleep right now, so I don't know where we're at this moment. But last I heard we were at was it 1,300, Jen? It was over that.
Yeah, it was over 1,600. We were kept pushing up close to 2,000, I believe. So,
I'm honestly
which
not
is
sure.
Absolutely outstanding. The community is
1,600.
absolutely amazing. The people who
Okay,
have
damn it. And
who have stood up for Angie is yeah, I don't know what to say about this community. I am so proud to be a part of it. I am so proud of the people in it. I am so amazed at how good you can all be to each other. And yeah, it's lovely. Hey, Linda.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
I am just going to paste in the link to Angie's fundraiser again. Now, as we said, don't feel obligated. You do not have to donate. There is no requirement for anyone to donate. If you have extra money and you want to help Angie out, please do. But there is no requirement. We are not insisting. We are not saying you have to donate money. What I would like you to do, though, is to tweet out this stream. Encourage other people to come in, let know what's happening, so people can at least say, I'm sorry for what's happened, Angie. So the people can send their love to Angie and to lift her up in this time of her need. So that people who do have a little bit of money can put a bit of money in the kitty. So please tweet out this stream, and I'm sure somebody else will take over from me at some point and continue it ball rolling, and tweet that one out too. Keep it going for a while, because we want to get as much as we can for Angie. The PayPal will stay up even after the streams are over, and we just want to make sure that she's going to be okay, because she means a lot to a lot of us in the community.
Yes.
Some of you don't really know Angie, but she is definitely a strong and important part of our community. Mm-hmm. And like when something has happened to anyone within the community who a lot of us have cared about, we've always tried to do the right thing by them. And this is us doing the right thing by Angie, who would, for any one of us, would do the right thing. Did I cover everything?
Hi, Linda. Thank you so much for coming.
Hi, Julie.
Yes, you did. You covered everything beautifully. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
You are so lovely. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Just thought I'd do something useful whilst I was off streaming and sort my PayPal out so I could send a donation. So.
Aw.
Thank
well, that's
you.
lovely.
All right. To Jeff, thank you so much. Thank you.
I think I don't know who the first person to donate, but the first stream that talked about this was Neil's.
All right.
Neil's after show.
Because
that was when it became public, and Neil pushed it out there, and we got the GoFundMe up and running.
And Jen, don't sell yourself short, because you were the one. Because Junk Shop and I were like, should we post? Because I said, hey, we should post this in Neil's chat.
Oh no, I brought it up as soon as it came up.
Don't do that. And yeah, because he was like, no, hang on, because that's a live stream. We don't want to post another live stream. And I was like, okay, fair. And then you came in at a DM and said, hey, Neil says
well,
it's
I was
fine.
in the stream from the beginning. As soon as I saw what had happened, I'd said to Neil, we have to talk about this.
Yeah.
And we brought it up in stream, and we said, Faye's going to put the link in the description about it. And she came in. I think you actually beat her to it, though.
Well, I don't know, but thank you so much, because I was just saying,
and thank you to Neil, because he didn't have to give up his stream to that.
No.
It was amazing that he did, and that he pushed it, and we got the ball rolling. And thank you so much, Neil, the 604 Atheist, for that.
Neil's good,
and that's
guy.
what I mean about this community. I mean, even like that. I mean, I know Neil and Angie get along really well, but I don't know how much they actually talk to each other. And that Neil would do that is just outstanding. Because I mean, I love you guys. I know I don't get it because of time differences, especially now that it's even earlier in the morning for me. I don't get to hang out with girls' night as much and things like that. But
Fair.
I love you guys, and I would love to be more of a part of things. But time differences screw me over.
Yeah, no, we love you too, but we live on different hemispheres.
Yeah, it's really hard sometimes.
I mean,
that giant light that goes around the flat Earth really messes things up for people, doesn't it? Eh?
I mean, in all honesty, if we lived on a fucking flat Earth, this would be so much easier because there'd be fuck all difference in times. But yeah,
God damn it.
It's really important. These things, when there is a disaster for one of us in the community, the fact that we can come together like this, that we can all dig deep and help. And I mean, deep is relative. If you've got fuck all left because of coronavirus screwing with your job or whatever else it is, or you're just unemployed, or you're just having it hard at the moment, and you throw $2 in someone's direction who is in that little bit more greater need than you are, then that's outstanding. That is amazing. To my mind, that means more than somebody who's in a job where they're earning $100,000 a year and they throw $100, because you have given your heart and soul to this person. You've really dug deep and put out. And I'm not saying you have to. Please do not feel that you have to. Nobody should feel that they have to donate to anything. But there's things that you can do as part of the community to lift other people up in the community that don't rely on you digging in your pockets.
I'll just say
retweeting streams, getting the word out, coming along and supporting the creators, especially supporting Angie in this time. That's what we can all do, all of us, regardless of do we have any money or not. And the fact that I'm seeing that I'm seeing that from the majority of people within the community, just it almost brings me to tears. I mean, I can talk it up, but I mean, I'm like, oh my God, people, you are fucking amazing. And I really think that of you all. The people in the chat, the people who are in the stream with me, the people who have been on the stream with me, like Kate and Mero, you guys are amazing, and I fucking love you all.
Nerdy lowers the tone in the chat. Love you, Nerdy.
Oh, fuck you, Nerdy.
I love it, though.
Yeah, I love it. It's
nerdy, just... but I also love you. No, yeah. No, it is beautiful. And I gotta say, like, honestly, like, here's the thing with me. I'm gonna be very, very brutally honest right now. It's okay. I was able to give to Angie's PayPal what I could give because I know very well, because I spoke to my mother earlier today, and she knows that I'm not getting a paycheck right now. I'm on unemployment. That I know that she is sending me a check for the amount that I gave to Angie tonight, and I'm going to be getting a check for that same amount on Monday, like, from my mom, so let's just, like, understand that this is my religious, my Roman Catholic mother is, the reason why I was able to give what I could. And I feel that it's important to say that, like we come together. Everything that Jen said is absolutely right. We come together as a community, but we all, have needed help at some point in our lives. And we've had people who were believers and who were non-believers who did that, and just thank you to everyone who does that and can do that.
Do you want to know the bit that annoys me?
No,
because of exchange rates.
Yes, please, because I don't want to cry.
Because of exchange rates and the PayPal fee.
Yeah.
my donation ended up costing me in Australian dollars nearly double what I gave Angie in American dollars.
Oh fuck! I'm so sorry.
No, I don't care.
God.
I don't care about that. This is important, and I do it anyway.
But
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's awful. That is awful. I actually, since we have an international panel right now, and by the way, this is one of the most beautiful things. I love this so much.
That's weird because my PayPal instantly sent it in British pounds for some reason, but
Australia,
which is unusual.
Go, Julie.
No, that's fine. I love that I have a friend in Australia. I love that I have a friend in Great Britain. I love that I have a friend in Denmark. This is so amazing.
It is.
Sorry, I know I'm roboting.
No, that's okay, Julie. We get it. And I mean, it's not something I even care about that you're roboting a bit, because it's great to have you here. You're one of Angie's close friends, like Linda, and that's why I'm so glad Linda's here too.
How is
it's amazing, and Linda hasn't spoken much, so come on, Linda.
No. I'm just listening. Well, I have been through a rough time, so I'm just getting.
Yes, you've been a rough time of it too.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of months of that for everyone, I think.
Yeah, and then my dad died. So.
Yeah. No, I'm so sorry, Linda. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. But it seems to be getting better.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of those things. I mean, when my dad died, it was like it's not like we weren't expecting it. He'd been expected to die like 6 years earlier, so he had a really good extra run on top, and he'd been with it right up until the last month, and then he got really sick. And but it's like, yeah, it gets easier, but you don't forget it. You'll have moments where it comes back that you've lost this person, you can't talk to this person. And I mean, my dad died about 7 or 8 years ago now, and even though I was dealing with becoming an atheist at the time, I hadn't come out to any of my family as having done that. So I never got to talk about that with my dad. And although he was a Christian, my dad greatly influenced the way I thought about things, because he was very much a critical thinker. So he encouraged critical thinking in myself and my siblings. He pushed us in that direction, made sure we respected the science, we respected what was there. In a sense, he made me an atheist, even though he was not an atheist himself. And I would love to have been able to talk to him about that. Because he was a Christian in the sense that he accepted that the God of the Bible was inherited from these earlier pagan ideas. So he understood the history of it all. And he had a more open and rounded concept of what religion was in his mind. So he was very accepting of everything. Absolutely amazing man. A school teacher by trade. So very intelligent man. And I would have just loved to talk to him about my journey, and I never got to do that. I mean, luckily I've been able to do that with my mum, because she's very open thinking as well. And that has been awesome, because I can talk about these sort of things. She's disappointed that I moved away from religion, but she gets it. But she is also pretty much a critical thinker as well. So she's like, she gets it, you know. She's disappointed by it, but she gets it. But she's not disappointed in me. She's just disappointed that I'm no longer a Christian. So, so I consider myself pretty lucky with the way my parents were. But yeah, so I get where you're at, Linda. It's like you can move on from the sadness to an extent, but it'll never totally leave you. You will always have that, and that's actually a good thing, because that's part of still having them with you in your memories.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, that's I'm sorry, Linda. I don't mean to step on anything you wanted to say. I just you know, we're talking about this recently, and yeah, it's very true. I don't miss I mean the pain, the intense pain of grief gets easier, but the missing of a person,
Yeah.
that does not get easier, and
Yeah, the pain will
I don't
fade, but
want
the
to
missing will never will.
tell you that.
You're very
Yeah,
quiet, by the way, Julie.
and it in some ways it can get worse because there are so many things I want to tell people. Oh, sorry. Yeah, whatever. I'm roboting. Go ahead.
You're not roboting. You're actually pretty good. The video is roboting, but you're not. It's just very quiet. For some reason, probably that inbuilt mic or something. I don't know.
Could be.
Could be. Have you frozen now, Julie? No, you haven't. It's the video roboting. Bye, 9 o'clock hero. Thank you so much for everybody who's come in the chat. Ah, that sounded wrong. Phrasing, Jen. Phrasing.
Yeah, Jen.
Thank you so much for everybody in the chat and everybody who's donated so far. You are all fucking amazing, and I love you all. I'm going to keep going at least for a while until we've got a few people waking up in various places, so that hopefully somebody else can take over at some point. Because it'll be tea time for me at some point, and I'll have to bugger off at some point. So, but I will try and keep going for as long as I can.
Oh, good.
Just to keep us going, because I don't know. Was there anyone planned to take over after me or anything?
Yeah, I'll try and make it louder. No, it's fair.
But yeah, I mean, no, no. What, Julie? I've lost track of the conversation. The lag.
Just keep going. It's
my
fine.
brain. It's going? Okay.
Yeah. If you have to bugger off, it's fine.
No. I'm not going to bugger off. You're not yet.
Fine.
I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, me running. I'm sorry. When you're ready. I'm very drunk, but I can do
No.
that.
I'm right for now.
I know you are. It's not a competition.
But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people. There are plenty of people around, and don't forget, you got people in the UK like Jeff, and in the other European countries like Linda, who are actually during the day for them, like it is for. Well, it's evening, heading into evening now for me. Who would be capable of taking over? So you could go to bed.
That's the time.
That's true.
So yeah,
I don't really feel comfortable taking the stream over, to be honest. But I don't know Angie that well, so. But
I get that, Jeff.
If there's anyone like UK hearing this and wants to.
Well, that was why I was kind of hoping that Dave or Badger would hop in, because they both know Angie. Yeah. So.
And also they know like the tech shit that I don't know, because I'm lame. I'm very much a user. Like I know how a toaster works. Well, actually, that's not true. I can use a toaster. I don't really know how it works. That was the point.
I often say I could probably explain the basic concepts of an internal combustion engine because I like science. I couldn't have fixed one.
No.
I can just manage topping up the oil.
Thank you. That is all I can do at this point. Oh, it's sad. Okay.
I even struggle with changing tires. because I know there's supposed to be proper jack points where you jack the tire, but I couldn't for the life of you tell me where they are on my car.
No, look.
And
I used to be able to do that.
I have bent the lower fender on a car before trying to jack it, so I am terrified if I have to change tire. And add to that, I usually can't undo the frickin' nuts.
Yeah. It was
how are these
once
things
they
done up
started
so
doing
tight?
those goddamn hydraulic. Yeah. Once they
you
started
on
the
side of the road,
hydraulic like
you need
tighteners.
a pipe to put in the other end of the stupid. Well, I don't have a piece of pipe. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. No, I could change a fucking tire up until the point when they started putting the damn
Nuts on with the hydraulic guns, yeah.
On the nuts, and then it's like I can't get them loose.
Last time I had a flat, it was a terrifying flat too because the whole tire blew out on the middle of a freeway.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, it scared the absolute bejeebers out of me. Last time I had a flat, the guy, I pulled over and I'm looking at it. I go, oh, how the hell am I going to do this? Because I've got a jack and that, of course, in the car, and I'm looking at it and I go, I don't know. I don't know where to put the jack on the car, and I can't undo these fucking nuts. And luckily, this guy, I'd actually stopped at the service station, and I walked in there thinking maybe there's a couple of guys here, and one of them will come out and give me a hand. And the girl behind this goes, she goes, you probably know how to change it better than I do. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't going to ask now. Luckily, this guy pulled over and said, can I help you do that? And I have never in my life felt more fucking useless. But I honestly have no idea how I would have changed it if he hadn't stopped and helped.
Sorry, like, someone just sent me something that put a little bit of a smile on my face, so I was a bit distracted then. But
it's just when they do those nuts up that tight, there's just you can't undo the stupid things. I mean, even the guy who stopped to help me was like enormous. It was quite hot actually. But he even he was struggling to undo these things, and I'm like, how the hell could I have ever changed that tire?
It's real hard, but you don't have a good set of sockets with you to do that stuff.
But even if you do, you don't have. I mean, you've only got short handles on those things. So to get the advantage, you would really need a pipe or an extension of some sort on the other end. And even then, those nuts are still done up so freaking tight.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I get it. They don't want them to come off.
Oh, I'm disagreeing.
Still,
No,
I mean, they're
still.
They're Nilex nuts anyway, aren't they? So they shouldn't come off anyway.
Yeah.
See, I'm not completely dumb. I know what a Nilex nut is.
No, and you also know how to change a fucking tire when it's possible.
I do know how to change a tire. I just don't know where the jacking points are on my car, and I'm not strong enough to undo those stupid nuts that are done up by machine.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Me either. And it's very frustrating.
It's incredibly frustrating.
Right now, which is why I might look weird. But yeah, it is. It's horribly frustrating.
You should have gone and had a nap whilst I was doing this, Julie.
What? I should have gone and sprayed my hair.
You should have gone and had a nap.
No, I can't take a nap. I'm not sleepy. I'm drunk. There is a difference.
Yeah, you're very drunk.
I know,
you remind me of me in Six Pack.
Aw, that's lovely. Thank you. No, it actually I'm in a very good place.
Drunk Jen is very entertaining.
Thank you.
Drunk Jen doesn't remember what she did on one of the streams.
Oh, I know that feeling.
The only thank you, Linda.
That's the sad thing about this. The only stream it's up there. You still, even if you don't remember it, it's up there.
It is.
Oh, I know. I don't go back and watch because I don't want to.
The one or two streams when I've been a little bit toasted, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to go back and watch this.
Yeah.
The only stream I was ever like so drunk on that I felt embarrassed was when Neil, the 604 atheist, who is so fucking amazing because he let us like post and thank you, Jen.
Cool.
Like he let us like post all this stuff on his on his live stream tonight with Mama Atheist, who is amazing. Amanda is amazing. But we were doing an interview, our deconversion stories with him, and I was so nervous that I drank way the fuck too much wine. And I am ridiculous. So if you want to see me ridiculous, like you think this is drunk, no, you don't even know. Like go watch that, watch the after party, and I am ridiculously drunk. It's embarrassing, but not enough.
Well, there's a Friday night 6-pack somewhere where I was so drunk by the end of it, I have no idea what I was talking about, and I ended up vomiting.
On the stream?
No, I left to go and do that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. So I am going to shill you out there, Linda.
Okay.
Put your link in the thing.
That happens.
So,
thank you.
Anyways, go sub to Linda, everyone. And whilst you're there, if you have any spare change, and make sure that it is spare and you're not cutting yourself short for the month or anything.
Also,
here is the link to the PayPal, which I think Nerdy just did anyway. Oh well, I have done it too.
Oh, thank you, Robert.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amiga.
Yeah, an Amiga.
Yeah, we also have in the stream with us at the moment the lovely Julie, who has worked so tirelessly on this.
Also,
and drunkenly. And of course, Godless Scummer himself,
Linda.
Jeff. See, I can do shilling at times. It's a lot harder to do the shilling when you're actually doing the stream. Whilst people are about it,
and
why don't we give Angie a nice surprise when she wakes up? When she wakes up, why don't we give Angie a nice little surprise? And go and sub to Angie. We can keep track on how the fundraiser is going. You should be able to get that from the PayPal link.
Yes. Agreed. Yeah, agreed. Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, if you go to give money, you will see where we are. And by the way, if we break $2,000, I know he's asleep right now, but Junk Shop and I have to do weird Halloween makeup on each other. So, let us know, guys, because we donated earlier. So let us know if we break $2,000. You will see us tomorrow doing weird Halloween makeup on each other, and it'll be fun.
Well, you can't just get to it, can you? You can't just get to the total of it.
No, it's hard to see without. I think perhaps Angie has to send that. And
Angie will have to get us the link for it that actually gives you the link to the where the fundraiser's at. Yeah. It should actually have a link, but I don't think we can get to it without you making a donation. So, but there should be a way to do that. That's okay. We'll figure it out later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when it's necessary.
So yeah. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Linda,
what's the statement? My train of thought just derailed.
Oh no.
Yes, I love to say that when two thoughts or more collide in my brain, I'm like, it was just a whole train thing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Linda, how are you?
Where was my brain going on that one?
You have fun. I was looking at your Instagram today, because we follow each other on Instagram, and Linda
Twitter.
has amazing
Oh,
tattoos.
Linda's
I'm not
Instagram.
asking you. I'm not asking you to show any now. That's not what I'm asking. I'm just saying, statement. Linda has amazing tattoos, and they're beautiful. And I just want you to know that I saw the ones that you put on Instagram, and they're awesome. So just saying
Cool.
that, not asking anything weird. And so.
Well, if you share the Instagram page, Linda, I'll show it to everyone. If you want to do that.
Only if you want to. No
That's
pressure.
entirely up to you.
No pressure. Yeah.
Let's see if I can even get it on my computer. Yes, maybe, yeah.
Julie needs. What is a TCAS?
I'm Jen. I have to tell you that I was. What? I need a what?
TCAS. I have no idea. That's what I was asking. What the hell is that?
What the? I don't need the fucking anything. I don't know what TCAS is.
Yeah, none of us do. It's a word. It's an anagram that Omega Nuts has obviously invented.
Spell that shit out.
Yeah, you'll have to tell us, Omega Nuts, because we're all ignorant.
I was an English teacher.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I agree. I don't know what that is.
Oh.
And by the way, I don't need shit badly right now. You know who needs shit badly right now? Is
Angie.
Well, okay, that's fine. But Angie needs. Angie needs their heads and food right now.
She needs support. Yes.
Yeah.
It was mean, but I don't need
Yeah.
anything.
Well, I've already shoved the link in. The only people I haven't shoved the links in for are Mero, who was on earlier. If anyone missed,
what's up?
It's always fun to have Mero around. And Kate, Bionic Dance herself, because Kate was the first. Kate even beat Julie into the stream, didn't she?
I gotta say, that was fucking amazing. She did. And,
I love Kate.
It was
She
amazing.
is brilliant.
I fangirled over being on a stream with Kate almost, if not as much as I did with being on with fangirling on being on a stream with you, Jen. Like I was like, what is happening? It was weird.
Kate's one of my favorite people. It's interesting because I've been a fan of Kate's for, like I said, I've followed her content for about 5 or 6 years now.
Oh, you just put Meros in there. I just followed suit, so you put them in.
No, I mean,
I've got a list here with everyone's in it.
Oh,
Jeff, I've been making it as we go.
Oh yes.
Oh wow.
Yes, thank you. Yes, those
Cool.
are amazing. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
God. Those are beautiful. Oh my God, that's me. Oh, that's my arm. Yeah, that's the sub of all and I know himself be true. For him must follow us, and I today thou canst not then be false to any man. That's from Hamlet. It's Polonius. Oh, yeah. That's a beautiful rose. Love it. Oh.
So I've only ever had one tattoo
are those
done.
ravens or crows? I honestly don't know what you have in your country, so.
Crows.
Crows, fantastic.
So you can't do Quoth the Raven.
Well, I know it's not. Fair. I know it's not Norse because there'd only be 2 ravens.
Kitty.
I've
That's
got a
kitty
raven.
cat.
I can't. Okay, I can't get it in a frame. It's fine.
A dog.
Oh, puppy!
Yeah.
Hey, puppy dog.
Aw.
Aww.
Oh,
Oh.
but this is the awe moment. Oh,
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Doggo.
I want one. No, wait, fuck.
Oh,
I have
the
to pay
big
pet
dog.
rent at my place. Oh, he's so beautiful.
yeah.
Oh, wait, he or she? I don't even know.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, you are so cool. I can't believe you found my. No, guys, the picture she took of my tattoo, that's from my Facebook page.
Oh, wow.
This is how savvy Linda is. Like, she went in and found my Facebook page, and that was one of my, like, old, like, it's not even now. It's one of my old, like my, like, header or whatever.
Yeah.
I have
That's
more
awesome.
Yeah.
on my Facebook. Just a sec.
Cool.
Thank you.
No, that's brilliant.
Oh yeah, my newest tattoo. Ta-ta.
I've only ever had one tattoo done, so.
Oh, wait, I'm
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
thing. That's not
Oh,
me.
that
That's
is
not
cool.
my tattoo.
Right on my knee.
Linda,
That would have been
That would
painful.
have been painful.
Sorry, was I talking about my tattoo when I was talking about yours?
That's awesome, Linda.
No, that's not my tattoo. That's Linda.
Yeah, it's Linda's
I'm
tattoo.
so sorry. Yes. Yes, it is. And I am so sorry.
Yeah, I can't imagine that being fun to have done.
Oh, gosh. That I thought it was mine for a second. I am so. Ooh, ouch. Tough, woman. Damn. I'm so sorry, Linda. I really thought it is not. She did that. Oh, wow. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not, but it's a weird thing. Addictive tattoos? Tattoos are oddly addictive. Yeah, that is not. Go out of your head and get into your heart. Think less, feel more. That is what Linda's tattoo says.
Yes, my first tattoo.
I am. Oh, that's fantastic. I am so sorry.
There, I'm getting it done.
I mixed this up. Whoa, hello.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, that's you getting your leg done? Oh, that's fantastic. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. You want to see something funny?
Yes.
Sure.
Always.
That's also me.
Oh, I know, but you look so not you. I mean,
That's
you look
adorable. I don't know why you think that's funny. That's adorable.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Oh, my first haircut. Ooh.
I tell you, most of us are our own worst critics, aren't we? It's like,
We are.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that.
Yeah, we're the worst critics of ourselves. That is a fantastic haircut, Linda.
It is.
Right on. Do y'all mind if I take my bra off? It's really uncomfortable.
I'm sure the chat and Jeff don't.
I'm sure they don't.
I don't complain
Hey,
either.
everybody,
No.
donate some money. I'm taking my off. And Linda, I am not trying to overshadow what you're doing. I just really got uncomfortable in this moment because it's almost 4 a.m. where I am. And oh my God, that's been on way too long. Okay, I can breathe. Yay. Hello, it's gone. Fantastic.
Ooh.
Yay. Oh,
Right.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, that fucking hurt. Aw, Linda.
There is no guy in the world who could ever understand the ecstasy of that.
It's also cute.
That's lovely.
Oh, you put something else up there.
Oh.
Hang on, what am I putting out?
Thank
I've got
you.
something to show us as well.
You just finished Linda's. So
It's absolutely true.
I'll give some context to this before you share it, Jen. But
yep, there you
right,
go, Jeff.
okay. Context to this is it's about 2 years ago. I walked the Inca Trail in Peru, and I had a number of people tell me that I'm too bloody fat and unfit. I wouldn't do it. Here was my response to them when I got there. Sort of to you.
2 fingers and everything.
Yeah, fucking right. So
screw people.
Yes. I've took great pleasure in that. Oh, hold on. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I'm trying to. Where's all my albums?
Do you want me to pop you back in when you find it, Jeff?
Oh yeah, sure. Sure.
That way everyone's not looking at you, looking through your photos.
Yeah.
Because if you're not sure where it is, you might pop up something that you don't want people to see.
It's really weird that actually, in some respects, the series of videos series of videos that I'm sort of most proud of are little series of vlogs I did when I was in Peru.
I mean, no one can.
They're
Yeah.
probably at least watched though. So
yeah.
Am I popping that back up, Jeff?
Hey,
no, not
Jeff,
at the moment. But
no.
So I'll get rid of it actually, Jen.
No, it's okay.
I'll find something.
Jeff, I want to know.
True. What is what true?
So much that I have this international circle of friendemic, and this is absolutely the wrong time to have this impulse, but I want to physically hug all 3 of you so much. I don't know if you guys are huggers.
Oh yeah, I'm a hugger.
Not normally,
in regular life, pre-pandemic, I'm a hugger, and I just want to hug all of you so much. Okay.
Love you too, hon.
I'm something that rhymes with hugger, but you know.
A bugger?
Snugger?
Yeah.
Jen guessed correctly. Yeah. I'll just actually.
Are you a bugger in the English sense of your bugger, or you're a bugger in that you enjoy buggery?
The former.
The former.
I don't know. There's anything wrong with any of that. Moving on. So.
Nerdy, I thought you'd have said tugger, not that.
Nerdy's a tugger.
We can all do that. I mean, well, I know that refers specifically to people with penises, but still, you know, masturbation is a thing. And it should be utilized. It's great. Do that if you're comfy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's anyone who says they've never done it's lying for their fucking teeth. So.
Oh, stop playing with the camera.
One sec. Linda, my love, what time is it where you are? I have no clue.
It's 10:45. No, 54 a.m.
Oh, so you're an hour ahead of me then.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you have no business yawning, young lady. It is.
Nah.
Lack of sleep.
You're on.
That's what COVID does to you. It's the lack of sleep.
It's oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I'm closing out on 4 a.m. here, which is no, I can't do a 24-hour clock in my head. I suck at that shit.
No, don't
My
go
brother
24
can, 'cause
hours,
he-
Julie. Go get some sleep at some point.
No, I will. I just I don't know. Oh,
Well, we'll start having people in the US
weird
wake up again
reason.
soon, and we've got
Yeah.
people in the UK. And I mean, when somebody like Badger or Dave or any of the other people around, you know, God the Good One, anyone like that hops in, is awake or whatever. From well, they will be awake, but if they're available, people like that can take over, and we can keep this thing going without you having to stay awake all night or morning or whatever. GMT +1 is the real time zone, says Robert X.
Yeah.
We're on BST right now, so
which is GMT +1 basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is why you're only 7 hours behind me at the moment.
But y'all know, like,
what do I know?
no, I know, but I know you can. But like,
yes, the bad-tempered one, nerdy. The other rodent
US
from the UK.
This is not. You know, we're not the shit. Like we're obnoxious and horrible, mostly.
Just rodents.
We tend to call him a rodent along with nerdy. He doesn't like it, but so what? He's Badger.
Yeah.
He's Badger. Badger.
Oh boy.
There is an issue for some of them is that many of them stayed awake really long to be involved in Neil's stream with Amanda.
Whoa,
so
if Bad Temper Badger comes on, that is a bond that cannot be broken.
Well, I did send him a link. He hasn't replied yet,
But it's
so
also kind of like the feeling I have. Oh, and hopefully they're here. Are they here now?
Well,
I don't know.
Badger.
You know,
I don't. No, he hasn't replied. So,
no, Badger
I don't know.
hasn't replied yet.
Nope.
Oh, I'll give him shit later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Badger's a nocturnal.
Motherfucker.
I think Dave's become
He should
nocturnal.
totally be here.
Don't know about Badger.
I am sliding that way. I used to get up at like 5 a.m. every morning because I had a 90-minute round trip commute, and then I was working from home, and my commute was literally from the downstairs to the upstairs in our townhouse, and now I'm furloughed, so I'm not working at all. So it's So hi, drunk Julie on the stream. Yay, it's fun.
Yay.
But
Drunk Julie's as fun as drunk Jen or drunk Amanda.
Thank you. We are raising money for
It was
Angie
meant as a compliment.
because I agree. I took it as such. Thank you so much, Jen. No, and we are raising money for Angie. And if you can't give money, that is okay. Please share this out. Please, give it word of mouth. That is so important. But if you can, and if you have extra money right now, Angie Dell 66 is a great member of our community, and she lost her whole fucking house today. And it wasn't just her.
Yeah.
It was her and her husband and her adult daughter and 2 of her grandchildren. So please, and their pets, which everybody made it out okay, and that is the most important thing. But just want to say, please, if you can, give something. If tomorrow, when Junk Shop is up again, if we reached $2,000, we said we'd do scary Halloween makeup on each other, and we can do that. So we will absolutely do
Scary
that.
Halloween makeup.
Yeah, it will be so fun.
Only problem is we don't know where we got to because we don't have Angie to tell us at the moment. She really needs to give us a link for the funds so we can know.
I know, but she's had a really fucking rough day, and she's.
No, she has, and I'm not begrudging that on Angie at all. She needs to take as much rest as she can get.
No, yeah, and everybody understand Jen is totally cool. She's not like I was not.
Yeah, you could give her time.
Oh no, I'd be a fucking wreck. Angie has been a bit of a trooper. I know she's still in shock, but she's been a trooper, and I'd be a wreck, absolute fucking wreck.
Yeah, I think I'd be a mess. I think I'd be a total mess.
Yeah. I get a mess. I end up a mess over other stupid, fucking useless, pointless things. I honestly don't know how Angie is coping.
I can't. Yeah, Jeff.
Yo.
Like I can't even imagine.
No.
How much of a mess.
Doorknob head.
If that were me.
Again. What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't. It's about a cat in a cupboard, but still.
We had to go to a store today, and I needed both doses of my anxiety meds in order just to go to a store. That's
Sculling skunk. What the hell what is going on in this chat here?
I have no idea.
What do you do?
I think they're creating like a Badgerverse for Bad Tempered Badger. I think all these other like characters.
Just shield out everybody who's currently here in the chat, but except for me because it's my channel.
What we got here?
But if you're here and you're not actually subscribed to me at the moment, hey, subscribe.
Oh wow!
So
because it'd be nice if by the end of the month I can get to 500 subscribers. Not the end of the month, and by the middle of next month. I mean, it'd be nice if I could get 50 by then.
I'm still looking to break that 250 mark, so I'll 7 or 8 off of it. I think. Yeah.
If you're with you, also, Jeff. Sorry. What the fuck is wrong with you if you haven't subscribed to Godless Scummer? If you have not subscribed to Linda, I'm so sorry. What is the name of your channel? I've been subscribed for so long. I'm sorry. It's get my
Bit of tea in Danish. It's right behind us.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. A bit of tea in Danish. Okay. Sorry, Linda. I love you. You know I love you. Okay.
I came prepared. I have the clock and my name.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you do. I am so sorry. So if you have not subscribed to Jen's Little Corner and Godless Scummer and a bit of tea in Danish, what are you doing here? Like, why are you even here right now?
Well, hopefully they're here to support Angie because that's the number one concern.
I think we've got like a between Nerdy and Doorknob Head, they're coming up with like a Badgerverse here of different characters. So you got like Faux Ferret, Rowdy Raccoon, Cupboard Cat, Sculling Skunk, Wandering Wombat, and Cantankerous Koala so far.
Oh, I like Cantankerous Koala. Only problem with koalas is most of them have chlamydia, which although that would make you cantankerous.
They can be vicious little bastards, though. They can.
They are vicious little bastards. Anyone who goes, oh, they're cute and cuddly. No, they're not.
No,
they are vicious little shits. If you go to a petting zoo where you can go and cuddle one, they have to put wraps around you so they don't dig the claws in on you, and they give you gloves to hold them with so that you don't get bitten. And you hold them away from your head because you are going to get bitten.
Okay.
I've seen one. I did see a video of one of them going for a blooming tourist. Like there was two. I think I'm guessing two males or whatever, and having a bit of a standoff, and then some bloke there trying to film it, and then they seem to both turn around and go for the bloke. It's like, yep, they're tourists.
I don't know. I haven't been around that many marsupials, Jen.
It's just koalas.
Kangaroos are notoriously can be notoriously aggressive at times if they're annoyed.
They can.
Well, but also,
mind you,
like,
you do shoot a lot of them down there, so it's
you don't want to be around male kangaroos during the rutting season because they're quite territorial and they can be quite dangerous. But in general, the smaller breeds and the wallabies and that aren't too dangerous, and it's still rather one of them than those. Emus are interesting creatures. Generally speaking, they're quite placid and everything, but you walk near one of their nests, or if they're especially captive ones, because they will nest within the captive areas. They're vicious little fucks, or big fucks actually. And an emu can really hurt. Cassowaries are the worst, though.
Oh god, they are notoriously they see the fucking claws on them things.
They are territorial. They will fight in fucking groups, and they are very intelligent. Cassowaries are fucking little dinosaurs.
Theoretical phylus scene. I like that one. Sorry, Doc. I like that one.
So, is that what we're going to call Mero's new snake?
Yeah. What?
Sensuous squirrel.
Brooding beaver. Oh dear.
Brooding beaver.
Please never jump, Jim.
Okay, I just got a call for dinner.
Okay.
Because my brother's was really nice and he cooked tea, so I could do this.
I'll be right. I'll be right back.
So I don't know. I've been doing this for nearly 3 hours. I don't know if anyone wants to take over. Jeff's been here for most of this, so he probably wants a break too.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anyone in the chat who feels up to taking over, if they're with it enough, or if Linda wants to take over. Sorry, Linda, if you don't.
Just have to consult more.
Yeah, if you guys want to take over, that's cool. After I've had tea and a bit of a break, I may come back and join you guys on your stream. But yeah, taking 5 where I'm not sitting on my butt for a bit might be pleasant.
Okay. In about 3 hours, we will do a stream.
No,
in about 3 hours. Oh, okay.
I'm in sleep.
About.
All right, so you want to take it back on, Julie?
Take over on my channel.
Unless Jeff wants to do an hour or so, if he's up to it. I'm only going because I'm going to go have tea. So
I'm gonna take a little break. I don't want to prefer someone else to run the stream. To be honest.
Yeah.
No, go eat. It's fine. I can't sleep right now. I'm too.
All right. Well, I'll let you get set up then, so that you.
Yeah.
Can take over.
I'm happy to join someone else's stream for a bit, but.
Hey, if I do that, Jen, can you give me the PayPal link?
Oh, okay. How about I shove them in our private chat here?
Thank you. Yeah, please do.
All right. So here's Angie's.
Okay, I'm gonna get a thing going, and then if you'll just please do that. I would really appreciate it.
Just cut and paste them into a notepad document. I will give you. I assume Linda's coming across with you, so I will give you links so that you can show people out. So There's Linda's. And are you going to go and join over, are you, Jeff?
Yeah, I'll go and join over. I'll just...
So there's Jeff's as
Jeff,
well. So if you need to shout any people out, I may join you later, but I can give you mine when I jump back in anyway. So that's cool. So
it's all good.
I was going to suggest.
I think it's taking a minute to load.
I was going to suggest because Dave's obviously streaming in about 3 hours, isn't he, to do his questions thing anyway? But I'm wondering if it's worth telling him to sort of maybe incorporate this with
these questions. Yeah, I'm sure Dave would.
Maybe.
Yeah,
and then we can shout out to Angie during the questions.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And stuff.
Yeah, because that's not that far off.
Well, I'm going to hop off for the moment then, but yeah, give us a link when you set up, Julie. All right. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I say that I will try to if I can figure out how. I'm really fucked when it comes to the technical shit. But
I'm fine to bugger off and leave the stream running, but you won't be able to bring other people in and out if I'm not here. That's the only problem.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go on. Just know that I'll be on Julie the Voice, Wine and Reason, and if anybody else can find that, that's awesome. And if not, it's
okay. Where's you? I will poke your channel link up now, and people should be able to see the stream come up on there. So if I put that in the chat now, so that's Julie's channel, people. If you click into there, you should be able to find the link for the stream. Assuming are you actually running it yet?
Well,
have you created it?
Sorry.
Okay, you're working on it. The stream should show up in there. So we should be able to head across to to Julie's channel and get on the go.
Yeah. I'm trying to make that happen. Going live now, I think.
Okay. We will see everybody over there. Click on the link to Julie's channel and you should find the stream in there. And thank you, everybody. And remember, support Angie, support all the content creators that are out here and shout out the streams. I won't hop in the stream yet, Julie, but I will put the link out on Twitter.
That's okay. Thank you so much. You are a fucking angel. Thank you.
No worries. Love you all. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.